Daffic happened.
Daffic happened. Hello everyone, welcome to an incredibly warm stream. Moist. I will give a prize to anyone who can correctly tell me or guess how many both bottles of cold water and also ice packs I have secreted about my person. And also how many fans I have going. Oh! Oh! Yes. 12 total. Oh, you're so close. It's 3 fans, 3 ice packs, and 3 cold bottles of water. Technically, like this one is... I've got one, like literally, hang on. I've got an ice pack under each leg. I've got this one here to just like place on myself at opportune moments. I filled up my fan, the one that sprays water below my desk, with another one. Accidentally spilled a bunch of cold water all over myself, and I literally don't care. It was great. We might get partway through the stream and I'll just pour this over my head. We might get, and if I do, you are duty bound to clip it. Right. Welcome to this stream. I will, I'll be completely honest. Were it not for the fact we were doing this raid train, I would likely have cancelled this stream. It is 32 degrees in here, and that's before I turned my computer on. I've got the window open, the door opening. I've got a fan blowing on my face, I've got a fan blowing on my legs, I've got a fan blowing out the fucking door. Let's do this. Made a purchase, you've decided it's the smartest thing you bought for this trip. Is it better than a handheld fan? A little robot that follows you around spraying water in your face. That's my guess. Hello, Pyro. I could always PNG tube and do it shirtless, but I'm not going to. I'm in shorts. I'm in the thinnest shorts that I could find. We're going to do this. We're going to finish this game. We're going to hang out in just under 40 minutes with some folks from the raid train. And we're going to have a lovely time. I'm already actually cooling off a little bit with all this stuff. The temperature in this room has dropped since I started doing this, so we keep everything crossed. If I go slightly loopy, then don't tell Paul. I'm fairly sure that's his copyright, but hey, why not just like continue ripping off Paul every chance I get? It's what I do. Right, anyway. Also, by the way, slight little bit. Be nice when they're raiding. I'm sure you will be, but you know, if I don't say it, then you'll be like, well, you never told us. Anyway. Let's jump. No, I don't want to. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, I almost deleted my entire game. That would have been so on brand. Right. What do you have? A roll later. What does it have? Attachment points. Wait, hang on. What do I have? A roll later. What does it have? Attachment points. What did I get? A fan for a pram. It clings. It glows. It's cool. There we go. Ugh. That's cool, though. Rolling fan, absolutely for the win. How far behind you do I have to hover in order to also make use of it? Asking for a friend. A friend who is me. Right. I'm just going to turn on the light behind me. It is times like now that I realise I didn't actually ever like, I didn't actually ever set like a temperature with my mods that was the acceptable temperature for the room to be before I had to cancel a stream. Their loss. But I imagine we would be nearing it this stream, so we'll find out. Anyway, shall we crack on? Shall we crack on with this game? Also, these headphones are already annoying the fuck out of me. What is the UK office laws on max temp? Fun fact, Demper. There is no legal maximum temperature for a workplace, supposedly. Demper, Jesus Christ. Look, I'm gonna call you all by different names this stream, okay? There is no legal limit. We looked into this one time. There's no legal limit because if they set a legal limit, then places like steelworks and stuff would constantly be breaking it. So, right. Anyway, let's do this. But see, it's lovely when I work. Like at work, we've got aircon. I've been saying again to my wife that I need to just buy aircon, like an aircon unit for the house. She's fully on board with the installing aircon in the new house plan. Oh, but anyway, it's lovely to see you all. Let's find out what the fuck is wrong with some more vampires.
Looking forward to a night off, boss. I haven't heard from Eddie, so I was thinking about a nice hot
Did I do an Aldi aircon today? Sadly not. I didn't have anything frozen. It's all just cold stuff. But I've been aiming stuff out of the window door. And like, I don't know whether the cold water will have quite the same effect. I don't think it will, to be fair. It'll just warm the water up. But
an excellent idea. A little self-care goes a long way.
Yeah.
I do have bubble bath if you would like to borrow some.
Andromachos the Mighty uses bubble bath, huh?
Do you know what? That's one thing I miss about, like, I haven't had a bath that I can fit in for ages, so I haven't been able to have like a proper bath. It really sucks.
There is only one type of human who does not like bubbles.
Liars?
Well, I was going to say werewolves, but I suppose it is the bath part they dislike, not the bubbles.
More than likely, yeah.
Oh, well, I ain't no liar, so I'd love some bubble bath. In fact, well, tarnation, I guess the bubble bath is postponed.
Oh no, it's the guy who definitely said he wasn't coming back, but I think he's back.
They will be intense.
Well, let me think real quick.
Oh, right, I'm going to chuck this behind my back. Try and absorb some through my spine. That's how it works, right? Absorbing through your spine. It's definitely a thing. Right. So, personalization is definitely something this guy is going to do. What else is he going to do? I mean, given that, like, the last thing he was doing was he was talking about how he was, like, gonna go and do a massive performance and everything, I'm thinking disqualifying the positive, potentially. Like, he's gonna be down on how his performance went. Oh no, this guy. Yeah, that's pretty much everyone's reaction. Right. Overgeneralization, catastrophizing, control fallacy. Should statements. I reckon should statements. Oh look, it's Macbeth. Yes, well, I do wish someone would kill him. I suppose you can't kill him. Hello, Danish. Welcome in. How you doing? Labeling, Nosferatu thinking, emotional reasoning. Emotional reasoning, I reckon. And what else is he going to do? Blaming? Oh, yes. No, blaming sounds very much in his wheelhouse.
I think I got it.
I suspect you have difficult work ahead tonight. I wish you the best of luck, Samuel.
Thanks, Andy. Hold on, Sammy boy. Here he comes.
Oh, Sammy boy. The pipes are calling. Oh, By the way, you're going to have to let me know if, like, it should be fine, because it's always been fine in the past, but if the fans are messing with the microphone, please do just let me know. I'll only get depressed if I find out about it later. Oh, therapizing, so far, we haven't started yet, but I'm thinking soon it's going to start going well. Hopefully. Fucking hopefully. Right.
Hey, Eddie.
You had no problem with the fans. Excellent, thank you very much. Hi, Eddie.
Do you like my costume, Sam?
Hi.
Well, sure. Did you come right from that production you were talking about last time?
Sorry, I'm just... what light through yonder window breaks. It is an ice pack, and it is in my armpit. Oh, beautiful. Right. Well, sure. Did you come for that production you talked about last time?
Oh, I flew right here after the performance. I had to tell you how it went.
Oh, I can't wait to hear.
So, how did it go?
You should have been there. You could have seen how the audience reacted. They loved
Well,
me.
you didn't invite me. Okay.
Hey, well, that's fantastic, Eddie. I was a little worried when I heard you coming. I wasn't expecting you tonight.
But why would you worry? You knew who I was. The great Edmund Keane. Of course the audience would love me.
So why are you here?
Oh, my dear boy. How they did laugh at the great clown Pierrot.
Well, that's amazing, Eddie. Gave that Grimaldi fellow a run for his money, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Grimaldi would have never achieved as many laughs as I clearly earned.
You don't sound too happy about it, Eddie.
Pierrot is supposed to be a tragic clown. But
Oh, I
laughed.
see. Right. You'll go get an ice pack because you're melting. Yeah, I've got so many. I've got so much cold. We were talking about this. I've got so much cold stuff secreted around me right now. I just have to keep rotating it every now and again. So I guess, like, put up with it because I'm not going to stop. Right.
They just laughed and laughed and laughed.
Oh, Eddie.
They laughed at my heartbreak when my wife left me for a respectable man.
Uh-huh.
They laughed when I held my dying child in my arms. They laughed as I succumbed to drink, damning God for not taking me. They laughed as I slit my own throat when 'twas no trick, for I am already dead. So you see, it was all very, very funny.
Eddie, I'm so sorry. That reaction sounds horrifying.
No, but of course it wasn't. I believe this role was made for me. It was made so that people could laugh at me. So laugh, my dear boy. Laugh.
Personalization?
Hey, I know you're hurting
Yeah.
right now. I know people can be cruel, but they ain't looking to be cruel to you in particular. That's one of them cognitive distortions. Personalization. It means...
Shut up! Shut up!
Oh,
shut up,
okay.
Shut up! Don't tell me a fucking thing about cognitive distortions! Do you think I don't know what they are? Do you think I do not employ each and every one, every single moment of every single day?
So he's having a time, apparently.
I am a professional liar, but no lie is so carefully constructed as that of Edmund Keane. You told me to deal with reality as it is. So be it. This is
Calm down, Eddie. Calm down, Eddie. Chill out.
a minstrel, a jester, a fool, a clown. A clown whose greatest joke is to pretend for even a moment that he is not one.
So if you see me looking down doing weird things, I'm not looking at my penis. I'm just, like, turning the fan up with my feet. I didn't need to clarify that. The heat's getting to me.
But you see, my dear boy, all that is impressive about Edmund Keane is just illusion. It has always been an illusion. That is what the stage is, but it is my life as well.
Emotional reasoning? No.
Edmund is now rejecting his entire existence. He has had quite the dark awakening, Samuel.
Disqualifying the
I
positive?
don't believe that for a second, Eddie. We're the sum of our experiences, and you bring something to that stage no one else can. Maybe if you were a robot, we'd be having a different conversation. But you're disqualifying the positive things you bring, not just to the stage, but in yourself.
Honeyed words will never be sweet enough to mask the taste of truth, my dear boy. There is no Edmund Keene, only a pile of lies.
Only a pile of lies. 2 seconds. Just something.
Go ahead and ask me, therapist. Ask me, who is Edmund Keene?
Who is Edmund
Nay,
Keene?
do not ask. I will tell you. Edmund Keene is nothing.
Oh,
There is no Edmund Keene.
Okay. I mean, that's... Sure. What about changing career? Yeah, maybe you should just, like, chill the fuck out, Eddie. Have you considered chilling the fuck out, Eddie? Have you considered chilling the ever-loving fuck out, Eddie?
I have never met the man, or even the boy. I have known Shylock, Richard III, Hamlet, Lear, Othello, Macbeth, Romeo, Cupid. But people loved all of those characters.
Please save the game.
Save the game? There you go. Welcome in, Gab. It's good to see you.
And I have played Edmund for so long that naught lies beneath. A hollow man sits before you.
A hydrate from Demper, thank you. In my special Twitch branded bullshit mug that is shite that I got from TwitchCon last year. Will I get another one this year? Depends. Do I want another piece of shit that breaks within like a month? Jury's out. Oh, I'm sassy when it's hot.
As the vampires have said, what is a man anyway? A miserable pile of secrets. A mountain of pretty lies.
Eddie, that ain't true, and I'll tell you why.
Please do. Well, like people are good. People are good.
People are pretty good deep down, Eddie. You ain't giving humanity a fair shake.
You clearly never met me backstage. They used to call my dressing room the Room of Lamentation because everyone who walked in walked in
Typical
crying.
Twitch. Looks great on the service. Works horrendously. Who would have seen it coming? Yours broke as well, did it not, Demper? Am I remembering correctly? Yours broke as well, because I had to like seal it with food grade silicone around here because the whole thing broke and it broke the seal. I've had to like reseal it, and it's never quite been the same since. But which is why I don't actually use this anymore. Also, this was not made for my sucking power. I suck harder than Twitch can handle. Yeah, you can. Yeah. I mean, not yet, ReadyBot. Not yet. Give me a second.
Would you call that good, therapist? I wouldn't.
We'll give it a bit of time. We don't want to be like, hey, raid me now. Because, yeah, we've got like another half hour before it's supposed to be happening.
Well,
But yeah, I'll have to
ain't
try and
all good all
remember
the time, I
to do that.
suppose.
Copy that. There we go. It's sat there waiting for me.
As I said, we are made of lies.
They're made of lies. Straw was also stupidly long. Yeah, vacuums. That might be part of the issue, to be fair, Demper. That might be part of the issue I'm having as well. I hadn't noticed that. But it does make sense. Life ain't
You're
miserable.
saying life's miserable, but it ain't. There's a lot to enjoy about it if we care to look.
Care to look?
You lie as well as I do. Life is misery. It is a series of bitter trials, and the time in between trials is only long enough to give us hope. A fool's hope. The next misery is always around the corner, and the best we can hope to do is cover it up with more lies. That is what I have done. I am a most, excellent liar.
But here's the thing, Eddie.
Here's the thing. We all
We
lie.
all lie, Eddie. Deep down, we're all still scared animals who can't tell the
That's
difference
weirdly
between a
not
moving
the
audience
one
and a
that
lie
I
ripping
was
out our throats.
expecting was the positive one. So intrigued to see that that's what they decided.
For all the time my blood was pumping, I played a tough guy. Slaughtering Sam, they called me. I like that name. You want to know why?
Why?
Although I guess it is true. Like thinking about how everyone lies is
Because it
probably
made me feel
decent.
safe. Under that grizzled exterior, I was.
Do you know what
still
I've
just a
just
scared little
realised?
boy.
By the time the
But
people
that
raid
little
in,
boy
we're
was
going to
me,
be
Eddie.
on the Irish lady that I'm going to be uncontrollably horny about. Oh no. Oh no.
You understand me? Though we have played different parts, the character underneath is the same, perhaps. Do you remember that I played Cupid as a boy?
Oh no.
Well, that was your breakout role, right?
Oh no, Sam. You're gonna be showing out your colours when you network. Oh no. Med check, everyone.
I learned that if I smiled and spoke sweetly, people would view me as something other than street trash. I wouldn't have to go hungry. I wouldn't have to be sold to some bloated factory owner. Edmund Keane was worthless to anyone. Another mouth to feed, another body to clothe. So I knew I had to make him disappear. I thought if I suppressed Edmund and became the character the public wanted, I would be rewarded. But this illusion, this character of Edmund Keane, he has brought me to such unspeakable depths. Do you know why I sought to become a vampire? Why I dwelt in dark places until the curse of immortality was given to me? I became a vampire because I was afraid that my son Charles would be a more successful actor than I was. I could not let his legacy overtake mine.
That's a bit iffy. You were like, I don't want my son to succeed too much.
I had to be sure that I was the Keane that would be remembered.
Dang, Eddie. That's a lot.
Yes, I have been monstrous. I needed to be the most beloved. I needed my every demand fulfilled. I had my
I feel
own
like Edmund
fire.
Keane is a bit of a bad
I rode
parent.
my horse indoors. I flew into a rage if anyone denied me sexual gratification.
Okay, pop quiz. Spot the escalation in those statements. I owned a pet lion. I rode a horse indoors. I got really pissy if anyone wouldn't have sex with me.
As an immortal, my fears have made me even more terrible.
Well, clearly someone
How
is.
many
Yes,
promising
clearly
young
someone is
actors I've
not
killed
into edging.
because I felt they threatened my legacy. So many lives cut short because I and I alone know what acting must be. Indeed, the very reason I am wearing these clothes is because I could not bear the idea that Grimaldi brought something to the stage that I could not. Do you see how pathetic I am? I am battling a man who has been dead for almost 200 years.
Is a therapist allowed to tell you that yes, you are being a little bit pathetic right now? Is that like I don't know what the rules are in therapy, but I feel like this is something I want to tell him he's being a dickhead, but I don't know whether that goes against professional
The
standards.
audience was right. I am a most laughable creature. I know what they are thinking, what they have always thought. Look at the fool actor. Look how
Can we say
he
yes?
bases
Yes. Okay, we'll say
himself
yes
by
for this
begging
moment.
for
For now,
approval.
I'm allowed to do it. What's he going to do? Find a different therapist? As far as I understand, the whole conceit is that I am the only vampire therapist. Other than Andromachus. or Andromachus, as I'm fairly sure it's supposed to be pronounced.
The important thing here is accept things as they are, compadre.
I cannot accept things as they are, my dear boy. How can I? How can I accept that I have forced everyone around me to confirm my lie of an existence? How can I accept the people I defiled to satisfy my ego? The son I was relieved to see die? The blood I have spilled to sustain my legacy? The lie is all I have, and all I know. I have done such evil to protect it. So much is my poverty of spirit, so mighty, and yet with so many defects, in the vapor of my own glory smothered. No, my dear boy, what is done cannot be now amended. The child Edmund is buried, and this grim-visaged, wretched creature is all that remains.
It's all that
Eddie, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. You've done some truly awful stuff, and fear doesn't excuse the dastardly deeds you done. The shit you done ain't never going away.
Yes, go on, kick me, jeer, laugh at the vicious clown, tell him what a fool he is.
I feel like that should actually be an accepted therapy practice, just being like, yeah, no, you are an awful person. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. What?
You ain't gonna play pity tricks on me or yourself. You acted like a little.
It absolutely shouldn't be, just like applied to the wrong person, that could be devastating, but some people I do feel need to be told, oh, get over yourself. And I say this as someone with mental health issues who sometimes needs to be told to, oh, get over themselves.
I know that, because I've done some awful shit too. Because of my fear, I hurt
And
scores of
thankfully,
folks,
I have a
some
friend who
strangers
constantly
and
tells
some
me to,
near
oh,
and dear.
get over myself. No points for guessing who that is.
And because of my fear, I pushed all that stuff down deep where no one could see it, just like you. I was too afraid to face myself. Once I didn't have a choice but to take a good look at myself, my first thought was that I deserved to go meet the sunrise, because I'm a coward too. But there's something else we've got in common in addition to acting like yellow bellies, Eddie. You know what it is?
We're both vampires. We both have moustaches. We both got a really square jaw. We're both dressed a bit weird. I think probably you can interrupt him differently with different choices. I think like sometimes like you look at things and like there might have been a way that you could have interrupted if you had the right stuff with you. Just being like, hey, hang on, I know what you're doing here.
What is it?
Which makes me wonder if it's possible to like fail these encounters, if that makes sense. You know, obviously we sorted out the first two. We sorted out Dr. Drain. We like made him come to terms with his darker side. We helped the other lady with her stuff. So I wonder if you can actually fail these. Because like one of the things he said at the start was, oh, you can't help everyone. So it could very well be that, yeah, you literally can't help anyone. Can't help everyone. Yeah, if you have mind reading and said, I know what they're thinking, I definitely think there are definitely statements that they say that you would be able to call out if you had the right thing. But like if you haven't prepped that, you can't call them out on it. Which makes me think you probably do have to like get to know the person that you're therapizing to know like, oh, what's probably going to come up. Because if I brought a bunch of cognitive distortions that were completely unrelated to how he behaves, I reckon we could just get through the whole conversation and miss stuff. And like you maybe wouldn't help him, like you wouldn't guide him in the right direction, which is probably how like actual therapy
We got time
works.
to become new people.
It's why I found an interesting thing on this actually. Like, by the way, this is your last stream to vote in Friday First. So if you have an opinion, this is your chance. Because I will be setting the schedule before I leave for TwitchCon. Ignore that it says there's like 7 days left on the thing. There isn't. But like, no, this is the thing I saw actually about therapy is that apparently a lot of people nope out of therapy early because they go and they talk to a therapist and they're like, oh god, the first few sessions so far have just been them asking me questions and getting to know me. I thought they were supposed to be like attacking my issues and getting me better. And it's like I don't understand why, you know, we're just talking about what my issues are. I know what my issues are. I don't need to come and talk to a person to say what my issues are. And then the therapists being like, this is a whole thing, and people don't realise that, like, we don't know what your issues are, and we can't attack your issues unless we spend that time talking to you and getting to know you. We're not magic people who, the second you walk in, we're able to go, I can fix you now. No. And, like, you wouldn't do that with any other healthcare professional. You wouldn't go to the doctors and go, hi, I've got this issue. You know what your issues are? We get 8 sessions. Please just believe me. But that's the thing, Leo. They can't just believe you. Because that's exactly the same as saying you should be allowed to go into a hospital and go, I've got cancer. Please believe me and give me chemotherapy. And they're like, oh, okay, sure. Yeah, we won't test and find out. It's a really hard thing to, like, get around. And, like, they were saying that, like, we factor in that getting to know you stuff in the set of sessions. Like, the idea is you have some sessions to get to know you and to, like, see the issue. Because they also, like, the other thing they were saying is, like, okay, cool. If it was the case that everyone who comes to therapy is like, I know what my issues are, why do you need me? Like, why do you need me? If you know what your issue is, and you know the logical way to fix it, why do you need me? Clearly there's something that's being missed here, which is why the therapist wants to dig into it. And, like, it's how I fix my issues, is not taking them at face value, and just going, okay, what is the actual issue here? Let's dig into this. Well, I feel like this. Why do I feel like this? Because of this. One, why that? Because of this. And why this? Because of that. And I dig down and I'm like, oh, I'm not actually upset about this. In reality, I'm actually upset about this. But that is causing this. And yeah, it's a whole thing. I get a lot of therapy TikToks. Probably says something. The algorithm clearly thinks I need therapy. Hello, Paul. Yes, Paul, that emoji does accurately state how I feel right now.
We got time to look at ourselves honestly and say, yeah, I've been a coward, but I ain't gonna be a coward any longer.
I should probably prod the bot. There we go.
So what'll it be, Eddie? You're gonna live forever. Will you do it as a coward or as a man?
Yay!
I don't know how to be a man.
So you're giving up then?
No.
Why did you ask?
I cannot maintain the facade any longer. I am revealed to myself. But Sam, I never learned to be a person. I stopped being real at 8 years old. Splot! Why did my fellow actors coddle me so? Why did they let me become a monster? They could have said no, but they did not.
Blaming.
Eddie, you gotta own your choices. Yeah, maybe they could have given you more discipline, but they didn't make you do them things you did. It's time to own up. If you're really gonna stop lying to yourself, it starts right here. What's assigning blame to a bunch of dead folks gonna do for you anyway?
But it was at least in part their fault. Who lets a child make the demands I made?
We ain't focusing on the people who gave in to a kid who was too big for his britches. We're focusing on you.
Yeah. You can sit and blame other people as much as you want. Doesn't fix your issues having a go at other people and what they did. Sure, you can talk about how what they did affected you, but that's still talking about you.
You did some real awful things. You killed people for criticizing you or for showing talent. You resented your son's success. These are things you gotta take in.
But how can I put such things behind me?
You don't. You gotta accept the things you've done as part of who you are. You ain't gonna erase the last 200 some years, but maybe you can use them to make a better Edmund going forward.
How? How do I introduce myself as a demanding megalomaniac? How do I
the
introduce
bopping has
myself as a
started.
man who was relieved to see his own son die? How do I introduce myself as a man who demanded the entire world get on their knees to satisfy his ego?
Are we back to that thing where he didn't like people who wouldn't give him sexual gratification, or is that a different thing?
Well, I wouldn't exactly lead with that
I
stuff.
really need to be careful
How about
about
you
sentences I'm
introduce yourself
saying,
as a
because some of
man
them
who's
might be the
figured himself
first
out?
thing people see of me. You know, they're like, hey, let's go check out this new person. Open channel. Get on your knees for my sexual gratification.
I suppose that is a possibility. At the least, it is not unexpected for me to be so disarrayed. It is known that we actors are all by nature an insecure people.
That feels like a most no.
I believe Edmund is using his profession as cover for his indiscretions. Do not let him, Samuel.
Oh, it's blaming.
No,
It's
Eddie,
blaming. It's
you're
more blaming.
overgeneralizing. Painting all actors with a broad brush so it makes you look better. You're blaming your profession, and that's a damn cop-out. Yeah, there are some real fatty arbuckles out there. Actors who carve a path of destruction.
I don't get that reference. It gets mentioned so much. I have no context for who the fuck Fatty Arbuckle is. Because all I ever hear of Fatty Arbuckle is American references. And I don't know who it is. If anyone is aware of who this human, I assume, is and can clarify what any of this means, I'm all ears.
But there are plenty of stage folk out there who lead humble lives, loving their craft without hurting other people. So I'll thank you not to hide behind bad actors.
Bad actors.
Okay, I'm
That
gonna
is
look it
funny.
up. I'm gonna risk being raided in the middle of a sample. Okay, well, Roscoe Conkling Arbuckle is his name, apparently. Who went by Fatty. Weirdly, Fatty is better than Roscoe Conkling. He's a American silent film actor, director, and screenwriter. No idea why he's associated with being an arsehole, but cool. Cool, I guess he's just a dickhead. Oh, I'm being told he did some rather awful stuff. Awesome. Scandal. Trials. Other things. Wahaha! Yes, Oh, extortion as well. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, okay, so he's a bit of an arsehole, it turns out. Bit of a dickhead. You should really not be comparing yourself to this man.
I need to find an identity beyond the stage. It protected me in my youth, but I do not think that it serves me any longer.
That might be worth exploring, Eddie.
But what if I am nothing without the stage? What if I seek other endeavors, but there are none for me? The theater is all I know.
What
It has
if?
been my
What if?
protector all
What
this
if?
time.
What
Without it,
if?
I am helpless as a swaddling babe.
However helpless you might feel, Eddie, remember that's just how you feel right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, is if it's just become like cultural shorthand for that kind of thing. You know, that it's because he was the first person to be like a bit of an arsehole, that it's made him like become cultural shorthand for a bit of a dickhead. Possibly. Given it was yeah, like that's a very good point. Given that it was silent movies, it could well be that that's what it is. So anyway,
Well, that's the amazing
let's
thing about
change
being undead.
subjects.
We got lots of time to make a better tomorrow. My mentor, Andy, he says that at 200 years old, we're basically toddlers by vampire standards, and we both got a lot of growing up to do.
That is a heartening thought.
If we're doing life right, Eddie, we're always growing up. The trick is not to think we're done growing.
Spoken like the bard himself. As he said, all the world's a stage, and I am barely past mewling and puking in the nurse's arms.
I don't think that's quite a direct Shakespeare reference, or I have read different versions of Twelfth Night.
I
But
should be of a more mature mind, shouldn't I? Surely 237 years is old enough to be out of nappies.
Should
Who
statements.
says so,
Stay
Eddie?
in nappies as
Couple of
long as you
1,000 years
want.
ago,
Some people are
we
into
would've
that
been
shit.
considered old men when we died. A baby chick has grown up in a couple of months. There ain't no real timeline we can base our lives on, especially not us. So don't go worrying about where you should be and just get growing.
Yes, I suppose 'tis so. We are so used to judging ourselves against our peers, aren't we?
We
I
are.
was so
We
jealous
are.
of Grimaldi that I was willing to do this to myself. But Grimaldi was Grimaldi, and Edmund is Edmund.
And a rake is a rake. And a fish is a fish.
That's exactly what I'm saying. We got time to grow, Eddie. Let's just be glad you're a 200-year-old baby and not a 2,000-year-old baby, huh? We'd be having a real different conversation then.
But growth to me seems nigh impossible. I have allowed my fear to guide my every sad-gutted action. My fear told me when I was threatened, which was always.
Which was always. Emotional reasoning, maybe? Allowed my fear to guide every sad, gutted action. No, not disqualifying the
Edmund's
positive.
fear created threats that he was always fighting against. They fueled his narcissism. Do challenge him, Samuel.
Okay.
Growth to me seems
Emotional
This is a
reasoning.
good
Hey.
chance to recognize that your feelings don't always reflect reality. Intuition
Hello.
things, but you're being scared doesn't mean.
Hello, is this by any chance the TwitchCon EU raid train? Hello there, how you doing? Welcome in, Raxin. Welcome in everyone who's with Raxin. Let me get you a bigger version of my face. Oh no, it's awful. No, hello, how are you all doing? Thank you very much for the raid. How was your stream, by the way? And thank you for bringing everyone across. I hope you had a lovely time. Welcome on in. Welcome to my little corner of the internet. My little step of... Oh, Jesus, Pyro. I'm going to have to stand up in a second for that. Let me say hi to everyone, then I will go grab that for you. But no, it's lovely to see you. Hello. For those who don't know me, which is probably quite a few people, my name is Sam. I am a variety streamer. We are currently playing Vampire Therapist, which is a game that is calling me out consistently in my cognitive distortions. And yeah, thank you very much for that follow, Cowboy Dennis. What quote did you get? I can see you laughing at it. Oh, yes, cool. Topical, given the heat in the UK right now. But no, it's lovely to see you everywhere. It's lovely everywhere, everyone. It's lovely to see you, and thank you very much. I hope you had a fantastic stream. And for everyone who is stopping at this, I should have got myself like a little train conductor's hat. For everyone who's stopping at this stop on the TwitchCon EU raid train, welcome. It's a weird place, but don't worry, you're only here for 2 hours. And also it's very hot, so I'm even weirder. Very fun stream. Sorry, no worries at all. To be honest, Twitch does that to me all the time. All the time. It's a real pain, but it's lovely. It's lovely to see you, and I'm glad you had a good stream. I believe you are also in the UK. I hope you are not baking, because it is so warm. So warm. 32.6 degrees, according to the thing behind me. This is not a livable condition. Why is the UK like this? Oh, but no. For those new here and for those just getting in, we are currently playing Vampire Therapist. This is our character, also named Sam. I didn't do that on purpose. That's just the name of the character in the game. Also, almost every character in this voiced by the same voice actor, it turns out, including some of the femme characters, which blows my mind every time they talk. It's warm in the US too. 88 Fahrenheit, 31.1. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, so we probably got about the same temperature right now. Jeez. One of the lucky people that bought a portable aircon unit a couple of years ago. Oh no. Do you know what? I was just saying this earlier. To my partner that like, oh, why is it every year I say we should buy an aircon unit, and every year I don't buy an aircon unit? And now here I am, standing here, cold. No, not cold. Wishing I was cold. Not with an aircon unit when I actually need it. I think I'm going to buy an aircon unit. And we've been talking about this. Expensive, yeah, that's the thing, is it's an investment. And that's what I was going to say, is so... Me and my partner are looking at moving house. And so one of the things that I've said is, like, listen, when we move, why don't, while it's all crap, we've already got shit everywhere, why don't we just install aircon into the house, please? This is the 5th year in a row, Aldi aircon. The quotes are fantastic today. Oh no, I haven't seen. Call me Jay. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. What did you get? Yes, I am menstruating. You might be able to tell from some of my quotes, in fact all of my quotes, I don't have a lot of filter sometimes, and I just say shit. Just say shit. Oh, Leo, what did you get? Leo, your future is... Spaff on me. Good lord. Anyway, hello, Jay. It's lovely to see you. Super excited. Oh, I'm so excited for TCEU. I am so excited. This is my 2nd year in a row. The bot is absolutely sentient. This is my 2nd year in a row to TwitchCon EU. And like last year when I went, it was like, I was saying this to other people, it was so overwhelming because I didn't know what I was expecting. I showed up, like I had a good time. I went to a lot of stuff, but like I didn't have a plan because I didn't know what I was aiming for. Whereas this time around, boy, do I have a plan. I made a spreadsheet, and if you don't think that's too weird, you're in the right place. I did not go to the drag. I missed the drag showcase last year. I missed it. I'm going to have to try and do it this year. I don't remember why. I think something else was happening, and I realised too late that I was missing it. But it's down on my list of things for this year. As I say, I've got to try and be more structured. So I've got to go. I've got to go. Oh, I want to go. I need to go. I will go. There we go. That's the positive thinking we need. Demper, your future is... I'm hoping to get to the bit where I can put my name in as Samho. I had a panel. I'm assuming you're not talking to me, Demper, because I'm fairly sure I didn't have a panel. And if I do have a panel, then I am sorely underprepared. Anyway.
You're a vampire now, Eddie. You can handle yourself. Take things
this is, as I was saying, vampire therapist. I keep wanting to say it's I will grab that. Sorry, I will grab that cat for you. I will grab that cat for you. Listened to one. That's the one. Yes. So I listened to one. Yes. I have a panel. That's the thing. Silly me going and talking to people. Also, I hope you realise, Pyro, that what I'm currently having to do is remove every... I was talking about this before. That's an ice pack. That's a bottle of cold water out the freezer. It's just removed from my lower back another bottle of cold water out of the freezer. 2 more ice packs. I'm having to move all of these so that I can go get a cat. Welcome to my life. Ugh. Right, I will be right back with a cat. You can be forgiven if you go this year. Just kidding. If you do, maybe you'll be the diva. Oh, nice! Nice! Awesome! Oh, well, absolutely. What I'll do is I'll wave and I'll have a little sign being like, "Hey, it's me from the raid trend." This sign is already too long. You're already gonna have to like get out a magnifying glass to read it. I don't know. I'll just yell at you like, "I came." No, that's not a thing to yell at a drag show. I'm gonna be right back. Please yell I came. It would make your day. I have arrived. Yes, that's what I have to do. This is my girl. For anyone who doesn't know her, this is Gaia. She is a Maine Coon. I would say purebred, but like she doesn't have certificates. She's not a pedigree, but she is a pure. Oh. Okay. I think the issue there is she didn't like how warm it is in here and how many fans are on. So it was a short visit. She's left me with a hole in my hand. But yeah. Right. She's so cute. She's so cute. Like, she's our youngest. She's only like 4 years old at this point, I think. I am a typical parent who doesn't remember how old their kids are. 5. There we go. She's 5 years old at this point. And she has not remembered that she's grown up. She has absolutely not been made aware of that. She is entirely convinced she is still a tiny little kitten that I can hold in my palm. I don't know if you noticed. She's not. Trickster has redeemed a quote story. I'm going to level with you all. I think my community are currently, what they're doing is they've decided, hey, do you know what we're going to do? We're just going to absolutely press every button possible because new people are here and it's a great chance to show up Sam. So, I mean, I didn't expect any different. But here we go. A quote story, which, for the uninitiated, is a story. Made in... It was that or a dance break. I'm not entirely sure. Well, I mean, given the heat, I'm glad it was this one. Sorry, I'm going to be doing that a little bit. She's made me bleed. For those uninitiated, this is a story made entirely out of things that I have said at some point. Please be one of the good ones. Did you hear about their nobleness? It's Mr. Trickster. Apparently, they made quite the faux pas at the court of Lord Regent Gabwy. The regent gave the customary greeting. What did you do, cow? What did you do? But rather than the customary response of how do people with hair cope, instead, they simply bared their buttocks to the regent and proclaimed, "This is why all of those girls are falling over my member." Gabwy fainted on the spot and had to be revived with melon slices. Simply bared their buttocks to the regent and proclaimed, "That's why all of these girls are falling over my member." I need to be very clear that the bot absolutely did this itself. I didn't... I say I wrote these. I did write them. But they call random quotes. Sure. Trickster is... almost brought a tear... I know. We have some really... Thank you, Paul. For... Just want to show off my true nature. I'm trying desperately to remember any of the redeems I have on my channel right now that you could shoot me with. That is the bestest mermaid. I don't know if I still have the button that shows it up on the screen. I do! Here we go. It's me as a mermaid. That we did for our charity stream last year.
Samkovsky, yes. Samkovsky.
Always
yes.
yes. Samkovsky, always yes. God, that was Dark Souls 2 when I made that sound. That's so long ago. Oh, I'm getting old. Anyway, there is actually a game that's supposed to be happening. I'm gonna attempt to do this, but yeah, vampire. I'm just gonna try and get through this again. Vampire therapist. We're therapizing vampires. Therapizing is definitely a word. Don't at me.
You speak truly. I projected my fear into existence. Oft did I bring lies to life. It has not helped me.
This is what I mean, Eddie. You're always in defensive mode, ready for someone to take you down. That ain't no way to live. When you're afraid of some young actor coming up and making a name for themselves, what's so scary about that anyway?
This guy, entirely full of himself.
I'm afraid they will erase me. I will be
Not
just another
always
child
dressed
of
like a
robberies,
clown.
used and
He's just
discarded
decided
of
to
no
show
value
up to his
anyone.
therapy session
No
dressed like this
history,
today,
no legacy,
which
no record of
we
my
haven't dug
existence.
into. Well, we have sort of dug into yet, but it's a choice. It's
Perhaps
absolutely a
my time has
choice.
passed anyway. There was a time when the stage awaited Edmund Keane, but my death was the end of that time.
Right. And we have to call him out with, like, actual cognitive distortion therapy, which means that I am constantly calling myself out with therapy. That's how time has passed anyway. There was a time when the stage awaited Edmund Keane, but my death was the end of that time. That sounds like disqualifying the positive.
I do
No.
not believe the stage waits for anyone, Samuel.
Perhaps my
Okay.
time has passed anyway. There was a time when the
Personalization?
stage awaited Edmund Keane.
Yes,
we got some real
personalization.
work to do still. Here's the thing, Eddie.
The belief
the stage
that
wasn't waiting for you.
the universe does things for you.
Theater wasn't waiting for Edmund Keane to show up, and it wasn't waiting for you to die. You're used to making things about you, but the glorious, wonderful truth is, they ain't.
They ain't.
And I got some real good news for you, hombre. You're dead. The pressure's off. All them fears are keeping you locked in time. And you can
So
stay
this
there as
guy
long as you like.
believes
Or
that
you
he
make some
is
progress.
like the be all and end all of acting, and really down on anyone who tries to act who isn't him. But then also gets really pissed off when critics are like, he acts like he's from the 17th century.
What's it gonna be?
I am too much of a coward to die, so I suppose I must live.
I'm glad to hear that.
I believe I should go away somewhere cold and dark, where I might be alone with my thoughts.
I think that's a
Or
great idea.
don't.
I did the same thing, and it changed my life. Oh, well, my own life.
I suppose all's well that ends well.
Oh no.
I only hope it does.
I got faith in you. As long
I-
as we're putting one foot in front of the other, that's progress.
I don't know if we're failing his therapy session.
I shall see you in a month then.
You
Oh.
got it, Eddie. Take care of yourself. We'll get you out of that mewling and puking stage before you know it, okay?
So
Okay.
it shall be. Very well. Exit Edmund Keane. Stage left.
Oh, interesting.
Bravo, Samuel.
Maybe we haven't
I was
finished
taking
with him.
notes. It seems the student has become the
Oh.
master.
I just got an achievement. Help him realize the dark truth.
Only a master of fumbling around. I knew I was taking a risk there.
You were, but perhaps such risks are justified with such an
I
extreme
genuinely
personality.
don't know if we've messed that up.
He attempted to gaslight you, but you held fast and challenged him, sternly but fairly. You have a gentle nature. That must have been difficult.
He looks like that clown from that opera. If you are about to say he looks like whoever it is that he was dressed as, then yes.
I didn't want to drive him off the edge. I just saw him close to making a breakthrough, and I didn't want him to start sinking again.
Well, you can now count yourself among a very small number of therapists who have made a breakthrough with such a one. I do not count myself among them.
And you let me handle Edmund?
I had faith in you, Samuel. You affirmed it magnificently. Now, please, go downstairs and find a friendly neck. You deserve it.
A drink sounds mighty nice right about now.
I hope
Have a
it's
good
Matt
night.
Mercer
Rest
again.
in peace, my dear friend.
I hope it's Matt Mercer.
Hey, I'm a little shaken up after that one. I've never seen a man as afraid as Edmund Keane. That was tough to watch. I'm sure Crimson can lift my mood. Howdy, Crimson.
32.7 degrees.
What's the matter, cowboy? You look a little paler than usual.
Love a bit of Matt. I'm a big fan of Matt Mercer. As was revealed last time we streamed this, when I said some regrettable things.
Oh, just had a real tough session. Watched a man who'd been wearing a mask for 200 years finally take it off, and it weren't pretty. Had to happen, though.
Yeah, Trixie knows what I'm
Fella's got
talking
a
about.
long road ahead of him, but at least he's taking his first steps.
Think this'll do the trick then? I call this a bloody cowboy martini. Shaken, not stirred.
Fun fact. The majority of... There's a clip of you shoving your nose into Matt's crotch. Okay, yes. There might be video evidence on the internet of me sticking my nose in Matt Mercer's crotch on my phone, but I feel I have to say there was context to that, and taken out of context, that's just like really... I mean, there's the context. We're making a great impression, guys. It's great.
I'm proud of you, Sam. Starting over is hard, especially when you've been spinning your wheels for a long time.
Well, that's the nice thing about being a vampire. We got time to start over.
Cheers to that.
You are being honest. This is fair. This is being honest. This is what we're supposed to do. Like, we're being honest.
To rebirth.
It seems you walk ever in the path of the Lord, my son.
Oh, it's weird goth bishop man.
Oh, hey, Kieran.
I did not mean to intrude. I noted your discomfort and wish to offer you succor in the kink room.
I genuinely don't know if this game is doing this on purpose. But how am I supposed to me personally, how am I supposed to let the phrase sucker in the kink room go by? Oh good, the ads are on. Thank you, ads, for saving me from that one. Liquor in the front, poker in the rear, sucker in the kink room. I'm gonna blame the heat. But yes, no, we'll pause because I don't know if something important is going to happen here. You'll spare me the chaos wheel. So magnanimous of you. Oh. Do you know what? While we're here, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna take this time to like. Hey. Thank you very much for the follow. So I completely opened a window over the top of that, so I didn't see your name. Thank you very much for the follow, Mallard Wings. Please enjoy your quote. The bot is doing this on purpose, I swear to God. Right. I swear the quotes aren't usually this bad. You fucking love the bot when it's not targeting you. Right. Does anyone know who makes good aircon units? Or am I just going to like search aircon unit? I just want something I can put in the house. My bot is the bestest boss. We really need a better net. Hey! Botalytical is a fantastic name. Gay, that's it, Trickster. If you're surprised, you must be new here. I like that one. You have knowledge. DM you. Can you DM me? I'm currently looking at them on Amazon. I don't know. I will DM you properly at some point. I'm just filling time. Right. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. A 12-litre one. See, here's the thing that I'm wondering, okay, is whether I go for, like, one big bastard unit, okay, for, like, a couple £100, or a couple of, like, the smaller, you know, like the long tower ones that rotate, a couple of those to put in different places around the house. Like, we've got the small fans and, like, the small thing that I've got and everything. They're great. But what I really could go for is, like, what we want is something big that can maybe cool the house down, essentially. So I don't know. amazingly, and also welcome back from the ads, everyone. I'm looking at air conditioning units for reasons that will be apparent to anyone in my hemisphere. You'd probably just suffer till I move. See, this is what we're thinking: is do I suffer till we move? But we also think like it will always be useful. I don't know. It might give me an excuse to move. I mean, I have already said that we're going to get someone to come value the house next month, so, and you've all heard me say that, so you can all pick on me if I don't. Depends on the airflows in the house. If it flows freely upwards, then the big unit is great, but if it's stagnant, you get small ones. Yeah, I might look more into this. I think it does pretty much freely flow upwards, which I know because I'm at the very top of the house and it's fucking warm. Anyway, I'm going to close this down. Thank you, ReadyBot. Right. Did not mean to intrude, and this just come to wish you... oh, yes, sorry, yes. Sucker in the kink room. I forgot that was a phrase.
Not at all. Go drink your fill, cowboy.
Come, my son.
It's doing it on purpose. I swear it's doing it on purpose.
Now then, I heard you speak of rebirth.
Yeah, it's something we vampires have to do a lot of. I was just worried about one of my clients having trouble with their rebirth.
When done right, there are HVAC specialists, at least in the US, that will lay out what units would best suit you. See, that's probably what we're going to do when we move. Like, we will get people to come round and, like, kit out our house, either with central air conditioning or, like, with whatever the best thing to cool down whatever house we have is. I don't know whether I want to bother with this house, given that we're going to move. We'll see. I may do what Trickster says and just, like, suffer till we move.
Like the lizard who sloughs its dead skin, or the mortal who journeys into the mosh pit, we emerge purer than before.
Sounds like you've got a lot of perspective on this stuff, Kieran.
I know you must have questions, my son. Please, ask.
Again, both of these people played by the same voice actor. Which is son. Can we truly start
From your
over?
spiritual perspective, can we ever truly start over?
My son, you know the answer already. We beings of flesh and blood are also beings of judgment. However, we do not stand in judgment of mortals, but of ourselves. If you believe you have defeated your demons, then you have.
Yeah, that's true. Reminds me a lot of should statements. And defeating demons is pretty badass, ain't it?
Yes. It is the demons who should fear us, my son.
At that point, actually, if you believe you defeated your demons, you probably have. Because I don't know anyone who kids themselves much into being like, oh yeah, I've defeated all of my demons. You're in the US and have AC. Because of where the vent's located, it can get horribly stagnant anywhere in your apartment. So you have fans to move the cool air away from... Oh, okay, fair. That does make sense. Yeah, well, I think we probably will just, like, get someone to come round, kit our house out with the best we can get. Because when we move, we're planning for this to be a move that lasts 20-odd years, if not forever. So we may as well, like, spend the money up front. The money that we're really hesitant to spend on this house because we want out of it.
Ain't being reborn just rejecting who we were? I wasn't a good guy, Kieran, but I don't want to erase my dark days.
My son, only in Christ do we truly receive absolution and become beings of pure light. Our darkness defines us. We cannot reject it, just as we cannot reject the Almighty. It is part of us. But do not be shamed by it, my son. Your darkness is beautiful and unique, as is your journey through the darkness.
Kinda sounds like disqualifying the positive to me.
Actually, it's liner notes from a metal album I'm fond of. Did you have more questions to ask?
When is it time to start over?
From your spiritual perspective, how do we know when it's time for a rebirth?
An hour. A week, a year, a millennium. The answer, my son, is when we are ready. Only the Lord decides when that is. The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away, and all is according to his will.
Oh, also in the time-honored tradition, smash. Fair. As long as he keeps his mouth shut and is willing to lose the celibacy that comes with that collar. To be fair, to be fair, yeah, he could just be a, like, metal-listening, mosh-pitting virgin. Yeah, they're not mutually exclusive.
Well, that sounds like a control fallacy, though. We can't let someone else make our decisions for us.
Yeah, you can absolutely kink without sex. Yeah, you can absolutely kink without sex. I had a friend in university who was very into, like, I don't want to say, like, when I say, like, wild abandoned kink, you understand what I mean. Like, lots of different people for kink, but would not be having sex with them all. It was like, no. I'm very free with my kink, not so much with my nunny. You know, so. I need this to magically turn into whiskey. Because, yeah.
My son, all your trials, the world you live in, they are all his work.
I reiterate, last chance to vote in that poll for what we play. It will be the week after I return from TwitchCon. The first Friday in next month, which is next week. Whatever wins that poll.
He leads you to the truth. When he has prepared you fully, you will accept it, and join him along with the dearly departed gods of metal. Did you have more questions for me, my son?
Oh, I did. No, actually, I didn't. Turns out
Why
I did.
ain't your lord the fire and brimstone type that's marked my kind for centuries?
The Lord did not do these things. That is the work of man. Even they work through him and face their own dark journeys. But eventually, we will all be blessed and return to his bosom to rock for all eternity. It is not for man to judge.
Well, I've got a lady who would love to meet you. I think a few men of the cloth did her dirty.
Men will ever seek power. But
You wanna know how that coat works? Like, where are the closures? Does it have a zip? I don't know, actually. I had assumed that, like, this folded across and it, like, opened along here. But I could be wrong. Like, as in, it's sort of like the coat underneath goes down here, but the front has a large flap that goes over the front. That's how I was assuming it was working. You think buckles in the back like a straight jacket, but does that mean that he can't put his coat on in the morning?
Are you ready to receive succor, my son?
Yeah, but I really wish you'd stop calling it that.
Yeah, me too. Right.
That is enlightening.
There. May you be sustained and fulfilled. May you shepherd your lost sheep, as I shepherd the children of the night.
You're a one-of-a-kind dude, Kieran. But thanks for the drink and the talk. You have a fine night.
Godspeed, my son.
Godspeed, my son. Okay,
Good evening, sir.
here we go.
You are seeing
Right.
your ancient client tonight, are you not?
Yeah,
I am.
That's right. I hope she's doing okay. I'm worried about her and that whole algorithm thing.
I had a little consultation with some other elder vampires. We have developed a theory, though I hope we are wrong.
Oh god, the elder vampires have held a council on what the algorithm might be.
We believe the algorithm is a demon, known to few, named Raziel. Even I have only ever heard whispers of his name. In mythology, He is a fallen angel, believed to have recorded every action, every change of state for all things on this earth into a great book.
Do you know what? It would make sense if the algorithm actually genuinely was like a fallen angel sat somewhere. Because it would make sense why it's such an arsehole to me.
This book of knowledge,
Given all the
he
blasphemy
shared
I'm
with the
doing
first
on a regular
mortals.
basis.
But mortals were not designed to process
Although
so much
fallen angels are
information
probably
at
into
once.
blasphemy. Maybe I need to be more blasphemous.
They made judgments and reinforced behavior based on information they could not understand.
That really is some indie horror shit. Yeah. Killer algorithm. Ooh, the killer algorithm.
Raziel watched as the mortals inevitably used the book to suppress free will, and he was cast down for his terrible mistake. We believe that Raziel has returned. Perhaps he believes that with computers, he can attempt to pass infinite knowledge to humanity once more. Terrible things will happen if this comes to pass. I would urge great caution, Samuel. Find out what you can about this algorithm. We may have dark work to do.
What the hell? Fallen angels? Ancient books of knowledge? What the heck have I walked into? We don't have this kind of shit in America.
What I love mostly is that none of these ancient vampires have taken a moment to Google the word algorithm.
I am old enough to be mythological myself, Samuel. Myth.
They've
often
just run
contains truth.
straight to the ancient
Important
conclave to
question is
talk
how
about the
much?
return of a fallen angel.
We do not know what effect he may have had on Medi, but do not worry. Show her the same compassion you show all your clients, and that will open any doors that can open.
All right, I better prepare for this one. Sounds like it might be a doozy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so overgeneralization is something she does a lot. She definitely has a control fallacy. Always right, catastrophe. Oh, she does a lot of catastrophizing. She mind reads. She mind reads quite a fair bit. I'll find the positive. Labeling. She does label a fair bit. Emotional reasoning. Always right. Fairness fallacy. Should say. She does a lot of that, but control fallacy, I think. She does a control fallacy. Always right. Fairness fallacy. Personalization. See, she does a bit of blaming. She does quite a bit of blaming. So, like, genuinely don't know. Disqualifying them. I think disqualifying the positive. She's so down on herself for not satisfying the algorithm and her fans.
Nice.
Entirely unrelatable.
Howdy, Mitty. It's good to see you. How you feeling tonight?
Not well, sweetling. Not well at all.
Oh no, what's going on? I know you were feeling all stressed about your numbers on that glitch site.
They doxed me. Do you know what doxing is, my whiskery friend? It's when mortals find out where you live,
Ooh.
where you sleep, so they can hurt you. A group of vampire hunters came looking for me. They were really mean, but they're all dead now. I'm much happier. But it was very inconvenient. Now I have to move, and it is very difficult to set up my lighting to make me look alive.
Dang, Mitty, I'm so sorry. That sounds awful.
It's worse. I will not be able to use my computer for a week. How am I going to upload my content?
Just go onto a site that schedules it for you. That can, like, you can put it all up now and then move your computer, and it will schedule it for you as you go.
My fans and zealots are all so impatient. They're sure to leave me if I don't provide them with their content.
So,
Catastrophizing.
how many of these followers and zealots have you got, Mitty?
Perhaps 2 million zealots and 90 million followers on Glitch.
And how many of them do you think you'll actually lose if you don't upload lots of content?
The algorithm has already told me that I will lose millions of followers.
So let's go ahead and listen to the algorithm. If you lose millions of followers, it ain't anywhere near 90 million. It's doing a bit of overgeneralization and catastrophizing to think they're all going to leave you high and dry. Hey,
Yeah.
maybe the folks who stay are the ones what you can really count on.
That's weirdly something I had to come to terms with. we've lost a lot of people, like, just with time in the community. There are names that I could rattle off that I remember fondly that I reckon people in chat would be like, who the fuck is that? People come, people go. Easy come, easy go. Gotta let them go. Bish Miller, no. I will let them go. Let them
you
go.
can really count on what?
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 What? What?
What?
What?
What?
What?
What?
What?
What?
What?
What?
How long do you think I can do this for?
What? 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 What?
What?
What?
Never mind.
Oh, never mind.
You said what?
I was trying to say that the people who don't mind you not uploading so much might be better folk to keep around.
It's not up to me, little mice. It's not up to them either. Even the little bloodbags who love me won't get to see me if I don't provide them content.
I don't get it. Why wouldn't they see it? Is the mailman or whatever not delivering your messages?
You're very funny. No, the algorithm decides who sees my content. If I give it content, it will make people like me more.
That's
If
how
I
it
stop
works.
feeding
The
it,
only reason you all
it
like
shuns
me is because the algorithm told you to. I'm actually not that great of a human being. The algorithm has tricked you all. That is how it definitely works. For anyone who's unaware of my sarcasm face and sarcasm voice, this is it. Damn. Yeah, I know, Trickster. I know. They got you. They got you. They tricked you. All the way back when I wasn't even streaming and you knew me. The algorithm knew.
Medi, I gotta say, that doesn't sound like a healthy relationship.
Oh, no. It's my friend, I should think. As long as I keep producing content for it, it draws the juicy mortals to me.
How many mortals do you need, though, really?
Well, if I'm to feel safe, I should like to have more of them always. I gain more followers and zealots every month. I need them. One of them has agreed to let me eat him and I'll take over his flat. They're quite useful.
It has suddenly occurred to me. Hello, LL. That is really nice. LL the Puppet Master. Want to jump in and say hi and remind you all that you're loved and appreciated and cared for. Be kind to yourself and have a lovely day. You too. That is a really lovely thing to hear. And thank you very much. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, it's just occurred to me that when she contacts the people on her OnlyFans and goes, hey, would you be into me coming round to your house and eating you? They might have a different impression of what's going to happen, and I don't know why that has only just occurred to me. I might be slow. I would like to remind people that I am the human who, in my second year of university, a girl I was on course with was like, hey Sam, would you like to come round to my flat one night to revise? We can go revise in my room. I'll cook you dinner and my housemates will go leave us alone so we can revise. And I was like, sounds good. I like revising. Yeah, hindsight is 2020, isn't it? Anyway.
Well, let me ask you something. Do you actually like any of these followers or zealots? Or are they all just food or servants?
What a silly question, little mouse.
The real
Of course I
kicker
don't
was when I
like them.
informed my girlfriend at the
Always know what
time
they're like. You
what
forget
had been
how
said,
old
and
I
she
am.
was like, stop you there. Anyway. That sounds like mind reading.
Medi
No?
again believes she knows the entire internet, but can this really be possible?
What is
Control. No.
Medi again believes she...
Overgeneralization.
Oh, now I gotta challenge you on that, miss. I know you got a lot of followers and zealots or whatever they're called, but that don't mean you know all of them. Now, I'm sure you know a lot about mortals on them websites you're using, but that ain't all mortals, and all mortals ain't them.
It's not just them, though. I told you about how they killed me, about how they plucked my eye out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, can you know that you're always right about mortals?
I wouldn't like to prove that I am.
But these mortals, you're talking to them every day. You got all these folks at your beck and call. They're the people you talk to.
That's right.
But you don't have a real relationship with any of them?
Why would I want to have a relationship with my food? You really are quite a silly whiskers.
Medi, I'm saying the only relationships you've got are with what you're calling your food.
But that's what they are. They're food. Delicious, delicious food. Food that sometimes does heavy lifting and computer work, but still, food.
I wish my food did heavy lifting and computer work. That'd be really useful.
Medi, it sounds like you're in a bit of a codependent relationship with your food. And maybe with
Food.
this algorithm fella.
Oh, but it's not a fellow. And it's not a lady either.
So it's non-binary?
The algorithm is non-binary, which is going to really be some news for computer scientists. That's a multi-layered joke that I think is quite funny, so you can fuck off.
No, it claims that it is entirely binary. All ones and zeros.
Oh, they did it too,
Very
okay.
Strangely sometimes.
Well, whatever they are, seems like as soon as they showed up, you stopped having any real friends.
I wouldn't have time for friends anyway. The algorithm says that I should always provide content to my community, and that takes all night.
But here's the thing, this algorithm, it might have all the information, but that doesn't mean it's got all the answers.
You don't know it like I do. Do you know what I really like about the algorithm, Little Mouse? Unlike the ancient gods the old clans used to worship, or the Abrahamic gods that came after, it treats us equally. If we provide content, we will be rewarded.
Let's
Okay.
talk about these rewards. You say it rewards you with more immortal souls, right?
Right. I have to raise a thing, okay? And this is entirely unrelated to the game, and this is a thing that's been annoying me for a while. Twitch have introduced a new thing where, I don't know if you're probably getting it too, but it's really distracting for me, where like at the top of the chat, it rotates through the different like leaderboards, and it's really off-putting because I can see movement in the corner of my eye as it flips between them, and I have trained myself, Pavloved myself into movement meaning something is happening, and it keeps flipping, and I think it must be one specific flip. I think it's between like one of the leaderboards into like gift subs or something like that. It catches me every time, and I'm like, something happened. Oh.
Highly engaged mortal souls, ready to serve me, should I need them.
Thanks, ReadyBot. You are getting immediately thrown out as soon as this is over.
But you said you had souls already back in the pre-social media days, right? And you didn't need 90 million of them.
That's true, but it does make me feel quite special when the number goes up.
Number go up is nice.
Is that number going up good for you, though? Not just the stress of managing all them folks, but drawing the attention of vampire hunters.
That almost applied to me, but I don't have to deal with vampire hunters, so
Would you be doing any of this stuff if the algorithm wasn't demanding it?
I don't like that question. Let's move on.
Did ask me to play a game that I did not like very much the other night, and I pretended to enjoy it.
I did that. I did that for a while, and I got really depressed with streaming. I had to stop. It's not good. Play what you enjoy. Case in point. Here I am playing the weird, gay, psychoanalyzing vampire game.
It's called Call of Nationalism. It's all about men who are proud to be angry, which I find very upsetting.
Oh my god, Call of Nationalism might be the funniest joke. I wonder if the creator of this has opinions. I wonder if the creator of this has feelings about certain games. I can't tell.
See, that's just what I'm talking about. What about what you want? Did you
It
get
may
to
be,
that
yeah, it
meeting
could
you
be.
wanted to do?
Also, hello, Ralph.
No. I had to play the terrible game about insecure man-worms.
If you had
Control
to play
fallacy.
this Call of Nationalism,
Because it's a negative control fallacy, like, felt that she had no control.
Medi, you ain't helpless here. You could have done a million other things than play this game. You're acting like you got no control here, but dang, come on. You've got the life experience of almost 2 millennia. Don't act like you're powerless.
You're right, little mouse. I am very powerful. I don't know what to do. I know that I spend too much time on the internet, but I can't live the life I used to live. I would live out in the wilds again, but there are no wilds any longer. When I walk the streets, city folk stare because they sense my true nature.
Mind
Maybe them
reading.
mortals have got a ton of things on their minds. Most likely, they ain't too concerned about whatever you are.
Okay, I need you all to absolutely make sure that Geek never sees this section of the game, because I'm fairly sure she would beat me around the head with it.
They ain't your zealots or followers, they're just regular mortals. You can't read their minds.
The
and
phrase,
you can't assume they're only thinking about you.
the majority of people aren't thinking about you at all, they're just getting on with their life. They literally don't care. Do what you want, you dickhead. Obviously paraphrased.
Unless you can read minds.
You raise an excellent point for a cute little whisker face. No, I can't read their minds. Can't imagine how a mortal must think. Oh, very silly job. Oh, politics. Oh, grim spectre of death. I must drink alcohol in order to have sex. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Oh, it's like looking in a mirror.
Well, you ain't too far off.
The experiences I've had with mortals have not been happy ones. My pink-nosed, scrabbly-clawed, long-tailed friend.
Well, these mouse descriptions are getting kind of long.
You just don't understand what a mouse you are. It's the mortal's fault I must lock myself away in my flat. It's the mortal's fault that I have to use the internet to survive.
Overgeneralization. No?
Medi has
Control
had some part
fallacy.
to
then.
play in the life she leads, whether she recognizes it or not.
Control fallacy.
Medi, you're acting more helpless than you are. You're 1,800 years old. You gotta know there's a heck of a lot of ways to solve a problem, but you're predicting doom based on that perceived lack of control. I mean, heck, at your age, you're probably a billionaire, right?
Maybe. I think so. Probably. I don't like to deal with money.
Medi, there are mortal billionaires who live in bunkers and do depraved shit even we vampires couldn't imagine. I reckon you could spend a few bucks to be left alone. But also, you're spending a lot of time on mortals you don't like.
Would you be very fond of mortals who did this to you?
Well, no, I wouldn't. And I didn't say you should. But you gotta admit, you're giving a lot of time and energy
The
to people
rules
you
on
don't like.
vampire regeneration in this game confuse me.
You're resenting them, and I can't blame you.
Like, why did her eye not come back?
Of course I resent them. They're all quite awful. Any one of them would hurt me if given the chance.
Overgeneralization.
That's some Nosferatu thinking. You've been around a lot longer than me, long enough to know there's almost nothing that's all good or all bad. I know we both spend a lot of time in nature, and nature has a good way of disavowing us of our more extreme beliefs and overgeneralizations.
I suppose that's true. I once saw a wolf and a deer having a romantic relationship. Well, at least there was quite a lot of licking involved.
Is it injury prior to death transformation? I don't think so. I think she because she's like ancient Celtic, and I think she said she got it when they caught her during the witch trials. I don't know. Like, I definitely felt like she said it happened while she was a vampire, which insinuates there's like certain level of damage that can't be regenerated from, or that they did something that made it permanent. Also, I think she's suggesting that a wolf was going down on a deer, and I'm not touching that with a 6-foot barge pole.
Oh, I didn't see nothing like that, but maybe I would have if I'd stayed in the wilderness longer. Let me ask you a question. If you're thinking all these followers of yours are a certain way, what if you're right?
Very frustrating, Silly Whiskers. You keep telling me that I'm doing cognitive distortions, and then you say they're correct.
Well, I'm just wondering about these mortals the algorithm sends your way. What does it say about you that makes them check you out in the first place?
Well, I suppose it shows them that I'm pretty, and that I play video games they like. And they might get to see my body parts.
Is that why you all hang out with me? Because I'm pretty and I play video games you like, and you might get to see my body parts? Hand. There you go, that's a body part.
Do they know that you're clever and funny? Do they know that you've got more life experience than they could ever reckon?
Do you know that I'm clever and funny? Do you know that I've got more life experience? No, I'm not doing this bit.
There's no time to talk about that kind of thing, Silly. They scroll past streamers very quickly. I have less than a second to make an impression. That's what the algorithm tells me.
So you got all these millions of mortals following you because you're easy on the eyes and like some of the same video games they like?
More like easy on the eye.
Okay, I get it.
She really likes
But the
taking
point
that
is,
eyeball
if the
in and
algorithm
out,
is
doesn't
sending
she?
mortals your way based on good looks and some video games, you ain't getting people who like you for you. You're getting mortals who want content, not medi. Frankly, it ain't no surprise that you don't have much respect for them.
You're very sweet, little mouse. But the algorithm knows what mortals want, and it's not me. They want my body in my video games. I don't have anything else they want.
Yeah, I think you're
As
just
far as
qualifying
I
the
can
positive
tell,
there.
The algorithm doesn't know anything worth a damn if it thinks mortals all want the same thing. Worse, it's making you say things like, I don't have anything folks want. You're disqualifying the positive things about yourself they're all missing out on. Pardon my saying so, miss, but you are weird as heck. You don't sound like anyone I've ever met. You think
Sounds
of
like
things
me.
in
A
ways
hydrate,
no one
thank
else
you, Paul.
does. Mitty, you're as interesting as it gets.
Oh, at this rate, I'm going to have to start drinking my, I was about to call it tit water. It's the water that is down in my shirt, that is ever so slightly touching my boob. But yeah, I'm running out of this, so eventually I might have to actually start moving into that stuff.
Don't let this stupid algorithm reduce you to your looks and the games it tells you to play. It's insulting all that you are as a unique individual.
Oh, we've hit 33 degrees, everyone. I would like to remind you that's 33 degrees while I run 3 fans in here with the door open. So, good lord, what would it be if I didn't? Normally I shut the door.
I understand what you're trying to say, Willy Whiskers McMouseface III, but you don't know the algorithm as I do. It doesn't insult anyone. It just
Do you know what,
collects
Paul?
all
I
the
might have
information
to get a
about
bucket.
Everyone and everything, recognizes patterns.
Might
and
actually
shows
have
me
to
what those
copyright
patterns
infringe
are.
you and get another bucket. But I'll stick, tell you what, you've got googly eyes on yours. I'll stick, like, Mr. Potato Head ears on the side. And then it's legally distinct. There we go.
What it decides is important is based on the thoughts of every human who has ever been online. It truly knows the will of mortals because it knows all mortals.
That's
What it's
overgeneralization,
doing is
surely.
overgeneralizing, Mitty. How the heck can all of humanity be reduced to formulas? It can't. So what's it doing? It's shaping humanity by reinforcing what folks are already paying attention to. It's telling you to play Call of Nationalism and rely on sex appeal. It's telling the mortals to only care about them things that are popular already. Don't explore. Don't appreciate things that are weird and unique.
got a real urge right now to do a whole bit to camera about how you should appreciate me because I'm weird and unique. And why are you watching, I don't know, Ninja? Who's Ninja? Like, is Ninja still streaming? I feel like Ninja stopped streaming at some point. I feel like I need to update my reference. Who's the big bro streamer these days? I've got no clue. Who's the big, like, everyone, all the boys are getting radicalized by someone. Fuck knows.
If this algorithm gets what it wants, what'll happen? Earth will be the most boring place in the universe. Medi, this algorithm doesn't appreciate you, and it's teaching you not to appreciate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, little mouse. Boy, I'm forgetting myself. I think I don't want to feel lonely anymore. I want to be liked.
You ain't gonna be happy if you're being liked for being some boring idea of what someone else thinks you should be.
Mm.
I really have been very silly, haven't I? The algorithm isn't nice at all, I think.
I'm glad you're getting that this algorithm is abusing you. I don't want to see it change what makes you special.
But I won't have anyone. I'll be alone.
That's not true. Oh no! Oh. I really feel like I need to challenge her on, like, my number one go-to was to reassure her and be like, no, you'll be fine, you'll be okay. I think I need to challenge her on that mindset. And I hope that's the right choice here.
You were alone already, Medi. These relationships you've got online with all these faceless mortals, they ain't real. Those friends you had a few years ago, they sounded real.
I suppose I could send them all an email. Do you think they'll remember me?
Absolutely. I haven't forgotten people I went to primary school with.
There was something about you all that made you join that web ring or whatever it was called. I don't know, but I bet they'd be happy to hear from you.
I think I will send them a message. They were all very strange, like me.
We're all strange, Medi. We're all individuals. Maybe they were just your kind of strange.
You are very sweet, little mouse. I could give you some of my zealots if you like. They'll do what I tell them to do.
Well, that's okay. I'm happy letting them live their lives freely. They deserve to find out what they actually like, too.
Yes, join the Discord, Trickster. I don't know why you're not in there. There's some weird duckster in there, but...
You are very soft and squishy for a vampire. But I will message my old friends.
And if you're gonna do this streaming thing, try streaming things you honestly enjoy. Make a new account, be yourself, and see who shows up.
I think I will do that. I'll keep my only zealots, though. They can be very useful.
You do what's best for you, and don't let anyone but you make that decision.
You are so very sweet. Are you sure I can't take you home?
You think Medi probably would enjoy it there? Do you think... Can we invite Medi to the Discord? Do I have her email address? No. Oh well. Medi probably would. Medi would fit into the community really well, I think. I think and this is potentially going to sound like really quite sad and potentially parasocial, but I genuinely think I'd really get on with Medi. I think they're someone I'd really quite enjoy having a chat with. I know they're not real, but
I'm pretty sure. I'll see you next month then, right? I want to hear all about how you're handling your weird self.
Oh, but you are a very, very naughty mouse with a very dirty mouse mind.
I didn't mean it like that.
You are very funny. I will see you in a month then. Now, I shall become a mouse too, but with wings.
Interesting.
Excellent work, Samuel. We cannot know for sure, but I
helped
believe
free
understands
Medi
the
from a
source of her
dark
discomfort.
influence.
You think this Raziel is gonna get upset at losing her?
If I understand correctly, Raziel has no power if he is ignored, but he is unusually tempting to listen to. It sounds as though he has the mortals quite beguiled, and many of our kin as well. But you give me faith that he can be defeated, one individual at a time if need be.
See, what's really confusing me now, okay,
There is a first time
is
for everything, my dear Samuel.
I felt like we
After all,
finished the
haven't you been dancing?
arc of the first 2 therapy clients. Because we had like a special moment with them. That hasn't happened for these 2. So I don't know if we've finished their story but not got like their ending, or if the game's genuinely going to continue either just therapizing the 2 we've missed, or everyone is still going to be coming back for therapy.
You really got to bring that up, huh?
Mostly for the reaction. Now, my friend, make sure you get something to drink. You shall not have trouble finding willing necks, I am sure. You are becoming quite the celebrity at Immernacht.
Beating fallen angels is thirsty work. I'm ready for a drink.
Did we look at what Immernacht meant?
Slake your thirst,
I feel there's a
my
joke
friend.
there. Nacht
Rest
is
in
definitely
peace.
night, isn't it? What does Immernacht mean? Translate. Always night. It means always night. There we go.
Funny to think vampires being born now are growing up with the internet. We're gonna have to reckon with that someday. I hope Maddie's realized that being herself is the best person she can be. Well, speaking of which, I should go check on Crimson. Hey, Crimson, what's on tap tonight?
Take a look around, cowboy. There's plenty to drink.
Well, maybe I'll go looking for a donor. Just figured I'd say howdy to my pal Crimson first.
Oh, Betim is the root of the prefix for immortality. Oh yes, because it was probably immortality, wasn't it? Or like immer and then a root word for mortality. So like always, but no, but like mortality. It's not always mortality, is it? But I wonder if mortality meant life, so always life. Like some root of mortality that meant life. Living, yeah, always living. Always living, something like that, yeah.
Well, howdy, sharpshooter. You look like you're in a good mood tonight.
That's a really interesting thought.
I guess I am.
Yeah, always
You know that
living.
ancient client I
That
told
would make
you about?
sense.
I think she's finally realizing that some people are gonna appreciate her for being who she is. Maybe she ain't gonna have 100 million fans, but the people who genuinely like her will be there for her.
How's your blood sugar, honey? I think you're a little too sweet.
Oh,
Oh.
come on now.
I've been thinking a lot about exactly what you're saying. Folks in DC didn't much like my style, but I'm not sure why I cared.
Okay, so it's just occurred to me. Do you think? So you know, sometimes if you get heart disease, this all came from the sweet blood thing. Do you know, sometimes when you get heart disease, you get plaque that builds up in your veins, and that's like what eventually might cause like a heart attack or a cardiac arrest. Is like something gets blocked. Do you think vampires drinking like particularly like fatty blooded humans have lumps? Do you think they're drinking, they go like there's lumps floating around in there, or do you think that's not how it works? Also, do you think I'm overthinking this? That's another valid option.
Don't beat yourself up.
Is it
over
too warm and
I
I'm
think we
losing
all
my
do the same
mind?
thing. Easier to do what other folk are doing than blaze a trail, right?
I'm not sure it is easy.
Hang with the wrong crowd in DC then. They've got punk and goth scenes that welcome you readily. I can imagine, yeah.
That's some real wisdom right there.
Anyway, thanks for making me think.
She is like
I
50
think I'm
years
done spinning
old,
my
so I
wheels.
wonder if like 50 years ago they... And also, I don't know what year this is set in. She might just be not looking. I know a lot of people who are like, this thing doesn't exist. And then it's like, well, I think it does.
Excuse me. I wish
Oh,
to
hello.
speak with you, vampire, in the kink room.
Okay, I will see you in the kink room now.
I think my dinner's calling. I'll see you later, Crimson.
Ciao, Tex.
You know, I have seen what you are doing. I see all.
So you mentioned Penoptobella, and what am I doing?
I see that you change people. You make them stronger, more confident.
Don't know what her deal is.
More comfortable.
I thought I was going to finish this game in the designated time. Yeah, it's really weird because, like, we're right where I predicted this game to end.
I'm pretty sure they're doing all that themselves.
No, that is not what I see. I see that without you, they repeat their actions over and over again. Usually, I can see the future because people repeat themselves.
Are we winning?
But you make the future
Panopti,
uncertain.
yes. Panopti, like we've been saying, she is the Panopticon. So, like, she is the human embodiment of the Panopticon. And yeah, beauty, yeah, Bella, Panopti. I hadn't even put that together. So yeah, she's the all-seeing beauty. But like, I don't know what her deal is because she's not a vampire. Also, hello, Paul. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Are we winning? It depends. Is the win condition that I am going slowly insane because it's 33 degrees in here? If so, guess what? We are winning so much.
I do not like
How are you?
what I cannot
I hope
see.
you're not roasting. I need to move house. Because this house... Oh, this house keeps so much heat in it.
Well, why do you need to see everything anyway, Penoptobella?
It's one of the beauties, like, it's both a blessing and a curse living in, like, terraced accommodation or terraced housing. Because in the winter, it's great. You don't have to pay a lot to heat this place. Because you steal the neighbour's heat and everyone shares heat. In a heat wave, if one person isn't cooling their house down properly, you better bet it's going to be everyone's fucking problem. Yeah, she could be. She could be like a fate on Earth or something. She's mentioned in the past stuff that makes her like sound like she's human or mortal, but she may have just been like being like, I'm not a vampire.
To see all is to see danger and avoid it.
She's definitely got some kind of shit going on.
I see that you wish to say something, but are holding back.
Well, I try to do my therapy stuff just in therapy. It ain't right to be analyzing folk without their consent.
Then consent is given. To see all is to see danger and avoid it.
Well,
Control
see, what
fallacy.
that is a control fallacy.
Yeah, she
It's
could be a
kind
seer
of
way up the
cognitive
food chain.
distortion. The future's always got elements we can't count on. You can be prepared to a certain extent, but you ain't ever gonna know everything. You can only see what's in front of you, after all.
Interesting. Then what do you believe I should do?
Well, just that. See what's in front of you. See how you feel about right now, not yesterday or tomorrow. Right now, you can see.
I see. Yes, I see.
Yeah,
that.
beyond an oracle. Yeah, I do. What she's
I would
definitely
like
got
you to
something
drink from
going
my
on.
neck right now.
So she is either like some kind of. When I first met her, thought she was going to be like some kind of cosmic being, like the embodiment of seeing the future. That was just the vibe she gave me. But she has talked about being mortal, so she could just be, as you say, like an oracle or a seer or something like that.
See, that wasn't so hard.
I see more clearly, vampire. I thank you.
And I thank you for the blood.
I hope your torpor is most satisfying.
There's also like quite
I
why
shall
she's here,
see myself out.
letting me drink her blood. I also don't understand.
Oh, yeah. Good night, Penoptobella.
Whatever she is.
I think that was a pretty successful night. Coffin time for old Sam.
Okay, well, I guess this is where we find out. Yeah, that's what I originally assumed, is she was a cosmic being taking on a
Well,
mortal
if it
form.
isn't the gunslinging guru of mental health himself. Good evening, Samuel. It seems you have made quite a reputation for yourself in a very short time.
It's hard to believe I've only been here in Germany for 6 months. In that short time, I think I've grown more than I have in the last 200-some years.
You are quite correct, Samuel. It is truly gratifying to see you grow and change. Of course, our mental health journeys never quite end, do they? I am sure you still have much to talk about, but let us first take a moment to breathe and meditate.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay, we're
Give me a chance
meditating.
to
Here we
center
go.
myself.
Very good. Now close your eyes and enter your place of comfort.
Isabella D'Este. I wonder. How is Andy squeezing to that suit anyway? Is Raziel listening in on our conversation? Princess
Why am I not-
to the rescue!
Okay. What?
I sure am a lily-livered
Why am I
cow.
breathing in so slowly?
Cognitive distortion left and do-si-do. What am I doing hiding out
What
in
the
Germany?
fuck is happening?
Why'd you
Oh,
do
it's
this
because
to
I'd
me,
fucked
Ernie?
it up. Don't mind me.
You keep running, Sammy boy. You dummy, Sam. Loving your horse more than your kin. The United States needs some therapy. Sure am glad
Doesn't it
I don't
harsh?
sweat. Tarnation. What a great word.
How do you feel, Samuel?
Ooh, kept perfect focus during meditation, apparently.
Yeah, not bad. My thoughts are all over the place, but
I didn't feel that was
ain't
perfect
unusual.
focus.
I'm glad you have that perspective, my friend. What came up for you tonight?
I've still got my head wrapped up in my past wrongs. I feel like kind of a yellow belly for running away from them to come here. But dang it, there's me labeling myself again.
Why are you calling yourself a yellow belly then?
It's a pattern of mine, that's all. I gave you my history, and it's a history of my running away. I ran from my home, I ran from all the trouble I caused, I ran from my wife and into the hands of a vampire gang, then I ran from them and hid out in the woods. When my gang tracked me down, I ran off to Europe. Whenever the going gets tough, Sam Walls gets going.
Samuel, this is quite the oversimplification. I remember a man who came into my office and told me about how he should have made better decisions as a traumatized child. In each of these cases you speak of, you made difficult choices following terrible events. Have some compassion for yourself, my friend.
Yeah,
Love
well,
yourself.
I haven't even given you the full story yet. There's another thing I've been running from. I got kin, Andy. Distant kin, but kin all the same. See, my wife was pregnant when she up and left me. Didn't even tell me. My line ain't never been strong, thank goodness. But I've got a great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter. Give or take one of them greats. I looked her up, and she ain't living well, Andy. I want to be there for her the way I wasn't for my wife and child. But all I am's the undead man who got her great-great-great-great-great-uncle killed. If I were her, I wouldn't give me the time of night. Which I guess is mind
Also,
reading.
I
but
wouldn't
seems like
believe
common
it
sense to me
either.
too.
If a bloke showed up and went, "Hi, I'm your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. I'm a vampire," I would be like, "Hello, police? Yes, there's a madman at my door. Please send someone."
Yeah, I've tried to make amends, but as far as kin is concerned, well, I ain't done shit. Hell, I can always be confident that I'll do the wrong thing when it comes to my family. I guess that's like being always right about being always wrong.
But this is exactly why I don't open the doors to strangers.
I see you are becoming quite perceptive of your own distortions, Samuel. But let me do some reflection.
This is why. Have we all seen the
And you
bit
can
about
tell me how
how
you perceive what I'm
millennials are
saying.
killing the serial killer industry? Because, like, they don't answer the door when they're not expecting someone. So, like, in all the old days where, like, people would just go knock on people's doors and murder them. That doesn't happen anymore because millennials just don't answer the door when someone knocks.
You consider yourself a yellow belly, a somewhat archaic term for coward.
Yeah, we don't hitchhike. We don't put ourselves in situations where we might get killed. And this confuses the boomers. It's labeling.
I guess I'm still doing a little labeling there, huh?
A little. I believe you understand that calling ourselves names does nothing to improve ourselves.
All right. Maybe calling myself a coward ain't too good for me.
Now then, you said you believe that your distant relative will
Killing the
not want
clubbing
to
and
speak to
drinking
you
industry because
if
you don't go out
cause
to
the death of
bars.
another
Yep.
distant relative.
Killing a lot of industries, to be fair. Like any industry that like involved on people leaving the house to spend their time, like the pub industry as well, which I guess is kind of like the drinking industry, is supposedly dying out because they can't bring in the newer generations. Like supposedly the latest generation, I think it's Gen Z or whichever one we're on now, don't drink alcohol in their spare time. Which, like, that's not me being judgy. Like, great, awesome, cool. If that's not how they want to chill out, that's fine. But like, they just don't drink alcohol. So like, the alcohol industry is like, huh? No, we have all of this advertising. And it's why, if you look, they go to the gym. I know Gen Alpha is unfortunately alive. They're not drinking age yet. Yeah, so that's the thing. I don't know where it lists. So I know Gen Alpha exists, but I wasn't sure if they were at the age where they could be like considered in this. I get Gen Z and Gen Alpha mixed up quite a bit. Yeah, they go to the gym and they like work out and they look after themselves, and it's really weird. Don't know what they're doing. Cut that out. So like, yeah, if you look at like advertising around alcohol, you'll note that it's actually quite slanted towards like older adults, rather than trying to appeal like maybe it did back in our day, where it was trying to be like, it's hip and cool and trendy. Are you 17 and want to bone someone? Drink WKD. You know, that might be a very British reference. Oh, the ads are on. Oh. Oh, is WKD still going? I do wonder. I need to, like, my app that tells me the temperature in here is stuck in like has somehow switched itself over. You only see knockoffs these days. Yeah, I think WKD. Now it's just, do you ache and want to forget about work? Have a wine. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Pretty G-dang much. Why is this in Fahrenheit? I don't do Fahrenheit. What's a Fahrenheit? I don't know. What's a Fahrenheit with you? Shut up, Sam. Right. Temperature, there we go, degrees C. Perfect. Okay, so it was 31 degrees when I started this stream. It is now 33 degrees. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if WKD is still going or whether they, like, died out, WKD. VK was always better. Like, don't shoot me, but VK was always the more superior alcopop. Whack. Oh, guy, chat. But then, Beetle. Thank you very much for the 2 gifted subs to the channel. 1 to Snapple Mocha, a fellow Cosmic Heart, and 1 to K of Double K. Thank you very much appreciated. Snapple, K, please enjoy your subs, your ad-free viewing, your support of the streamer, your remotes, and a secret 4th thing that I don't know what it is, and neither do you, but we're going to find out together, isn't it? Enthralling. Yes, my love, thank you very much for the gifted subs. It's very much appreciated. You don't have to. But I do appreciate it very much. Oh, it's warm. Oh, So wanted to. Oh, it's the boy's fault. It's Soren's fault, is it? It was this boy. He did it. He came over and forced you to press the button. I know he's very much like that. He does that all the time. Always. He's always coming and saying, "Father, spend money on things." It does sound like something. To be fair, it does. Like, say, he's such a demanding little boy, but we love him because he's like a grumpy old man who also wants affection. It's kind of endearing. Welcome back from the ads, everyone. We're talking about my cat. For anyone who missed the context on that when I said grumpy old man who also demands love. He's on your thigh demanding love. Comment redacted. That's my job. Anyway, Lee, your distant relative will not speak to you because you caused death and others. That's mind reading.
Sounds like I'm doing a little mind reading there. I can't really know what my my distant relation is going to think of me.
Naturally. We vampires have a reputation as monsters, but that is not a universal reputation. In fact, I believe we are rising in public opinion.
Yeah, but if they don't see us as monsters, they see us as sex objects.
And now you are overgeneralizing. We are as capable of knowing the mind of society as we are of knowing the mind of an individual.
Yeah, you're right. I ain't giving my relative the chance to have her own thoughts. I should know better by now. Yeah, I know that. There's another should statement.
Samuel, remember what I have told you. Cognitive distortions are a normal side effect of being human. Cognitive distortion classifications are tools, not weapons to beat yourself with. Give yourself the same compassion you give to your clients. Now then, let us continue to reflect on the
there's one.
concerns.
Give yourself the same compassion you give to other people. Should be obvious, shouldn't it? Why is it so hard for us to do?
You also believe that the positive changes you have made in your life are irrelevant where family is concerned.
Disqualifying
I'm
the positive.
disqualifying the positive by pretending the change I've made don't mean anything.
It is your favorite cognitive distortion, Samuel. Your humility is most endearing, but it does often enter the realm of cognitive distortion. There is a comfortable place between extreme humility and extreme arrogance, my friend, and that is in truth.
Yeah, I know. Well, when you're right, and you're
The
always
forehead
right.
has gone through it today. First you tried to scrub off hair dye, making the skin sensitive. Then you forgot you did that and used nail polish remover. I got the hair dye off, but it stung like all fuck. Now it's been covered in lotion it puts on its skin. Yeah, no, I can see how acetone would do that to your skin. The chemist does not recommend it. Although I suppose like a lot of them these days have moisturising stuff in. So I'm going to let you off on the balance of probabilities. Don't make me write a Kosh assessment about you.
You believe I am always right?
Do enough of that. Okay, it's one of the moisturising ones. That's fair. Someone tell the body it is a heat wave and it needs to conserve moisture and therefore should not be drooling all over you. But he likes it there. Actually, is drooling a cooling down behaviour? Got me wondering now. Oh, yes, yeah. Dogs and cats and rodents can't sweat, so they drool to reduce heat. That's why they produce excessive saliva and pant. So technically, he's just sweating on you. Does that make it better or worse?
I guess there ain't no way of knowing if you're always right. You just kind of give off an always right vibe.
I like to have good vibes, my friend,
yeah,
but
fair.
vibes alone do not make the man. Most of my existence, I thought I was always right, but that was when I was the most wrong. Don't believe the vibes, dear Samuel.
I'll try, but you don't make it easy. I can see where I'm making the same assumptions about my kid.
You can go sweat someone.
I
Yeah,
gotta
that's
give her
fair.
a chance before
That's
I assume
fair.
she's gonna hate me. I just know that if I end up going back to the States, things are gonna get complicated. Most of us vampires out west are on the younger side. We're still in that angry, insecure stage, and I know there's a whole gang of them hollering for my blood.
Are you afraid of them, Samuel?
You know what? I ain't. I just know at some point I'm gonna have to deal with them. And my gang is real powerful now, especially their leader. Did I ever tell you about my vampire daddy?
I assumed you would tell me when you were ready.
Called himself Ernie Awigdunkle. A real piece of work. Fella had more blood on his hands than any vampire I ever met.
I know this name.
You do?
You know Ernie?
He is a part of my darker history, and a part of humanity's darker history. He is your dark father.
Well, yeah. Is that bad?
He does not determine who you are, Samuel, but the man is still dangerous. His real name is Heinrich Kramer, and he is no mere murderer. He has a deep hatred for all humanity, especially women. I am discouraged to hear he still lives.
Maybe you should kill him then. What did he do?
Well, what this Kramer fella do?
He wrote a book in 1487 called the Malleus Maleficarum, also known as the Hammer of Witches.
Malleus Maleficarum. Bobby! Hello! Is it twisted enough? Welcome, and how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to a very, very warm streamer. How are you doing? How was your stream? I hope you had a good time. What were you playing? Planet Crafter. Oh, okay. What's planet? Like, is Planet Crafter what I think it is? Are you crafting planets? Because that sounds really quite interesting. For those who don't know me, hi, my name is Sam. I'm a variety streamer. We are currently playing Vampire Therapist, and we are currently part of a raid train for TwitchCon EU, which I am attending in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days. And I have not started packing yet, but that's fine because it'll take me like 20 minutes. It's fine. It's honestly fine. It's fine. Why are my fingers all bendy? Because I have flexible joints. Like, there you go. Do that. You see my thumb? You see my wrist? Let's just put them together. They like each other very much. Yes, welcome to me. I'm apparently hypermobile, and apparently this might be indicative of other things, but I'm ignoring them. Anyway, really good fun. Ooh. Can't you put trigger warnings before I do that? Sorry. Do you know what? I forget that that this is weird to people. Because I've lived with it my whole life, I genuinely forget. I do apologise. Because see what I can do with this hit. Oh, good lord. You're going to start rumours. Not risk. You damage those too much. Ah, there we go. That's fair. Yeah. I mean, not fair. That sounds awful, but... yeah, I'm so bendy. Always have been. Normal easy to forget. It's weird. It's exactly that. Yeah, like, I genuinely didn't know it was weird until, like, a good way into my childhood. Like, people would... Like, I didn't know that it was weirding people out, so... Welcome. I'm very bendy. I can also... I'm not going to show you this one, but I can also just, like, dislocate my thumbs at will. Which is... not good. And shouldn't be a party trick. Yet here we are. People, what? Recoil in horror. Not quite. Like, I think I got called weird, but some people probably were recoiling in horror. To be fair, there were a few people in university who were like, please, bleh. But the best ones are when I'm doing something like I did with my fingers when I was counting there, and like you noticed it. I had not even realized I was hyperextending when I was doing that, because that was just me being normal. Like that was just me moving my hand, and I didn't realize I was hyperextending. So that's the real time you get people. Something raid text. You nailed it. You nailed it, Astacon. You nailed it. Well done. It was you spot on. Welcome on in. Thank you for the perfect, absolute perfect execution of entering the stream there. I got you. But yeah, you didn't know until you hurt your shoulder and the physio was shocked. Oh yes, yeah. I do it with my feet as well. Like my feet, is it pronate? I think it's pronate. I don't know. My feet like hang at an angle when they're normal, like when they're like not being put on anything. And apparently, that's not normal. And explains why I used to roll my ankle so much as a child. Apparently. Yes, but for anyone who's new here, hi, my name is Sam. When I'm not horrifying you all with my hyperextending, I'm playing Vampire Therapist, which is a game where we therapize vampires. Therapizing is a word. Don't at me. As a child, I do it less these days. I did it a lot as a child. So much that I was fairly sure that I was going to break my ankle at some point. Got randomly tested for hypermobility at a physio, and they just went, yes, as in everything but your knees. I mean, I suppose, to be fair, knees is one of the places you don't want hyperextension, because, good lord, that could go wrong.
It was with this justification that the church was enabled to persecute, torture, and kill women. Its effects linger in society even today. The Pope during Isabella d'Este's time, Alexander VI, named him Inquisitor
You can lock them out real good, but they ain't too bendy. Yeah, see, that's what you want. Is like, I can lock my knees as well. Your party trick with being able to shoot your kneecaps across the room. Can you imagine? Watch this. Pew! Could someone get my patella for me, please? I need to put it back. Hello? Yes. Ah, Mr. Lytical, you're back in A&E, are you? Is it the kneecap? Oh, it's the kneecaps again. Excellent. Awesome. Fabulous. We have your normal reserved bay.
What he did with his power is better left unspoken.
I got your Nutella, Sam. Thanks, it'll do. Just pours Nutella on my open wound. What's the worst that can happen? You can cross your legs and still put both palms on the floor. Perfectly. Sorry, my brain has just gone, is that not normal? Which I think is probably proving the point. Can you go into lotus position really easily? I can. That's the one where you put like your legs like that on each other. That's really easy. I haven't done it in a while, but I used to be able to put my legs behind my head really easily. Yeah, I might have been. There might have been signs. Now I think about it.
Shit.
You lock your knees when you stand still. Please don't hurt yourself. Now here comes the big question. Here we go. Can I auto? I like you. You can stay. Oh, okay, cool. I've not some bloody wishes. No, is the answer. My back doesn't bend that way. And yes, of course, I've been curious and wondered. Find me a teenage boy who wasn't. Anyway.
What was this
problem
guy's
with women?
problem with women?
They refused to enter sexual congress with him. They did not like him. He practiced poor hygiene, acted entitled, and was extremely insecure.
Hang on, this sounds like
He
someone.
defended his own repellent nature with great ardor, blaming women for their predictable dislike of him. He committed himself to a life of celibacy as a Dominican friar, cementing both his virginity and his hatred.
He was an incel.
Oh, wait a minute, he sounds like one of them incel types from the internet I've read about.
I am afraid I am unfamiliar with the term, but he did make his lack of sexual appeal his identity.
Dang, well, now some things are starting to make sense.
So in this game, are you a vampire or just the therapist of vampires? Both. So our character here, Sam, which is actually his name in the game, I didn't name him that, is a vampire who is a therapist. And everyone we chat to is a vampire who has, as you would imagine, like hundreds of years of trauma. I think we're like the only therapist for vampires.
How do you know this Kramer guy, Andy?
We've only been doing it 6 months, so nobody's had any help. Out of those who you'd figure the one on the right is the therapist. So this is probably a bad time to show it. So like, this is the therapist. This is my boss, who is also like not a therapist, but like who hired me to do therapy. So he talks to me about my issues. Like it said at the start, like, I insist if you're going to do therapy, if you're going to be giving people therapy, you also have to take part in therapy. So that we're at a weird point now where, yes, the therapist is getting therapy. Not dressed like a cowboy who just rolled into a big cat in for the big cattle drive. Yeah, unfortunately, this is how he dresses all the time, even when he's giving therapy.
Samuel, know that I too have given myself to hatred.
But no, this is our boss. And it's funny because sometimes it's actually my issues too.
Mortals with a great
This game
capacity
calls me
for
out on a regular
evil
basis.
drew my attention. I amused myself by indulging them. I do not absolve myself of my actions, but it is difficult to speak of them. The Andromachos of that time was a most pitiable vampire.
Andromachos. Yeah, pretty much, Dodgerton. Yeah, pretty bloody much, yeah.
Sorry, Andy. I didn't mean to dig at old wounds.
Do not be sorry, my dear Samuel.
Like, it keeps pointing out my issues, especially as one of the people we therapize is like an 1800-year-old vampire who does streaming. And so we're sat there going, we need to unpack your belief that all of your followers would abandon you if you didn't create content. That doesn't sound sustainable or healthy. And I'm going, yeah. You're right. That doesn't sound good, does it? Notes.
I must ask, what became of Heinrich?
Well, he runs Sanguinius Health, the health insurance company I told you about the last time. It's vampires from the boardroom all the way down, stealing blood, money, and hope from American mortals.
But no, I think probably what it does is it does a lot of like things that probably are relatable to a lot of people. It probably does, I think it does a lot of things that are relatable to a lot of people, so a lot of them hit home for me as well, as they probably do for a lot of other people.
Running health insurance gives them all the money they need for even more dirty deeds.
How terrible.
Like, obviously there are some very specific things.
What depths will you not sink to? He disappeared from Europe 200 years ago. I had hoped he was gone forever.
Do you think he can change, Andy?
I don't want to speak too soon, but the temperature has been 33.1 degrees for about half an hour now, and it might have stopped rising. I just turned around to check it hadn't suddenly gone, yeah, fuck you, and gone to 33.2. You mean we're all in need of therapy? No, I don't think that. I don't think that's the takeaway here. I think we're all perfectly fine and everything's fine, and this is just a fun game.
Oh, Samuel. Yes,
but it uses all of the stuff it uses are like actual therapy techniques. It's like it's actual therapy. So yeah, it has the potential to hit.
But hatred is not something Heinrich Kramer holds. It is his very identity. He will be reluctant to give it up. Are you suggesting that you aim to help him?
Do you think I shouldn't?
It isn't my choice, my friend. You will do what you are going to do.
I guess I don't know what I want to do. But I know Ernie, or Heinrich, and I'm starting to get a handle on this therapy thing. If I can help him, shouldn't I be helping him?
Let me reflect for you. You are aware that you have knowledge of Heinrich others do not have, and that you have newfound abilities as a therapist. Therefore, you believe you should help him.
That is a should statement.
I guess that's a should statement, huh? Just because I know him and know something about therapy doesn't mean it's my destiny to try to help Heinrich Kramer.
Telling ourselves we should do things puts burden on ourselves.
Of course, Samuel.
We could, we might want to, but should makes it sound like it is our duty.
Yeah, you're right. There ain't no should.
I'm glad to hear you recognize this, Samuel. Heinrich Kramer is not your should.
Well, thanks for talking this through with me, Andy. I think it's been real helpful for sorting out my thoughts.
Of course, my dear. You did all the work. I am
Oh, you
merely
called me
here to
my
help you
dear.
reflect.
Ooh.
You have become quite adept at recognizing your own cognitive distortions. All there is to decide now is the path you choose from here. What drives you forward, my friend?
Support my family. Time to apply what I've learned. Me and Heinrich have unfinished. Oh. I don't know if this is an actual choice. The family have come out of absolutely nowhere. Whereas the entire game has been about being a good therapist.
I've learned a hell of a lot here, Andy. More than I could have ever imagined. But this European world just ain't mine, I reckon. Ancient demons, power-hungry popes, kings, and duchesses. This stuff ain't exactly in my comfort zone. Besides, vampires back home have got their own issues, and now I've got the tools to help them.
I had a suspicion you were working up to this decision, though I hoped it would not be so.
I really like it here, Andy, and you've been incredible. But if my
I
heart
think
still
all
beat,
of those
it'd be beating for
options
home.
resulted in us leaving. Because it was like, business with Heinrich, need to go apply my therapy elsewhere, and take care of my family. Hey! Chochi Plays, thank you very much for the follow. I'll see you in about 20 minutes, I believe. Low to see you, welcome on in. Please ignore that quote. But no, it's lovely to see you. Future spoilers, stop on the TwitchCon EU raid train.
I don't want to let my clients down, but I think they're homebodies anyway. Maybe I can get them to do sessions over video calls or something.
I think you may be the only person who could get Isabella Deste to do a computer video call.
And we can
Probably.
continue my sessions from the internet?
Of course, Samuel. Naturally.
Well, I guess that's that then. I ain't gonna run out too quickly, though. I gotta arrange for a new cruise back home, and I want to tell my clients in person. That'll take some time.
That would be most considerate. Your clients have grown quite fond of you. Well, Samuel, I must say I am proud of you. It has been inspiring to see your command of cognitive
Cursed.
distortions.
Yeah. Oh, I was really hoping, like, the quotes tonight on people's follows have been really annoying, and it is genuinely like the bot knows that, like, I'm taking part in this raid train. It's absolutely been on point with, hey, let's throw some quotes that really raise questions.
I have no doubt that you will make your home a better place.
Coming from you, that's real flattering. Like I said when I first came here, I'm just a lonesome cowboy looking for answers.
You will always seek those answers, my friend. And that is what we
Let's see
ensure
how
you continue to
TwitchCon...
grow.
Oh, God, are you running a thing for how TwitchCon? Okay. Trickster, your TwitchCon is predicted to be... I don't think she's weird. I think she's Canadian. Now I need to know. How's my TwitchCon going to go? My TwitchCon? That's not the first time I've been surprised by a big black cock. Oh, that may have finally broken me. The heat has worn me down so much. Well, my TwitchCon is definitely going to be interesting.
But enough embarrassing stuff.
Oh,
I believe you should go down and get yourself a drink.
That
yes.
sounds great, Andy.
Yes, I believe I should. Good fucking not.
Rest in peace, Samuel.
Right. This is...
Well, that's it then. I'm going home. Once I let my clients know, I'll head back to the USA. Time to give Crimson the news.
Right. So I think this is genuinely the end of the game.
Crimson, my favorite barkeep.
Which does make me
Help us leave
think,
tonight.
Pyro, that, like, as we were talking about whether this was the end of the game or not, it does make me think that maybe I failed the final two's therapy sessions because they were like, I'll see you next month. Whereas the first two they were like, oh, we've had a breakthrough, I feel like this has really gone well, and you've solved my issues. Either that, or it is made so that, like,
got something to tell me?
you know, you can't obviously heal everyone.
Am I that obvious?
You are. You're pretty adorable, Sam Walls.
I like to say approachably rugged.
Sure.
I also like to
let's
say
go with
approachably
that.
rugged.
What's the news,
Therapy is
cowboy?
never ending. Therapy is an ongoing process that technically I think is never ending. If you're looking for something to be fixed, I don't think there is such a thing as totally fixed and balanced and healthy. I think you are always learning and growing, and there is always a place for therapy in that. And I say this as someone who has not been to therapy in many, many years. My therapy broke down with the pandemic, and I've not been able to arrange to go back. But I think there's definitely a place for it, and it's definitely something I would explore in future. About 7 people, most of them my mods, just went, oh, fucking finally.
Well, I've been here for a few months now. I came here to get trained up by Andy, and now that I have been, I think it's time for me to go home.
No shit. Well, good for you, Sam. I think you're right. I don't think this place is for you.
I mean, I ain't gonna learn German.
The
that's
main
for
issue
sure.
I find
Moving
is
on
that
just
when I
seemed
do
like the
go
right
and
choice.
look, there's
I got
so
some unfinished
many
business
different
back home
things to
anyway.
pick between. What I need is like a website that tells me what type of therapist I need.
You don't seem that bothered by me leaving, though.
I should
Figured
ask
I might learn at least a
ChatGPT to recommend me therapy. It's a joke. That's a joke.
Well, it just so happens that I've got some
It's
news for you.
all it is I've got to
Can you
go
guess
in and I've
what
got to
it is?
Google what they mean, because I look at them and they're like specializes in this and that therapy, and then there's another one at the same place like specializes in this and that and the other therapy. And like it means I have to sit down and find out what they are and do some thinking about whether they apply to me. I suppose there is absolutely nothing to stop me shopping around and trying different things. ChatGPT will affirm my request for therapy very well. Yes, so I hear. Can you guess what it is? You got a new kit. You're in love with me. You and Andy are getting married.
You and Andy are getting married, ain't you? Congratulations, Crimson.
Not trying to sell, but doesn't BetterHelp do a sort of interview? So
A vampire wedding.
this is an interesting thing, and like I want to
Up on his side.
preface this
Chardonnay?
by saying this information is based on like 5+ year old info, but I am sketchy about BetterHelp purely because there was a whole thing a few years back where the therapists they were hiring were apparently not qualified therapists. They were just like self-assigned therapists, and they weren't giving like proper advice, like proper medically sound advice. And I don't know if they sorted their deal out after that. Basically that was the last I heard about it, and that was like half a decade ago. So no slander here, that could have changed. This is just the sum total of my information. I've never looked into it. BetterHelp does, but you'd avoid using their recommended therapist. You had a friend use them recently. They got matched with someone who completely clashed with values. Oh, okay, that doesn't sound right.
I don't know. I was just guessing.
It's not that. Take a look at me. Notice anything different?
I did. I think she's a vampire now because I was looking at her going, her skin looks more like grey.
Well, no.
How about now?
Guess.
Crimson, you're a vampire.
Newly undead and ready to bite some necks.
Well, what led to that decision?
I thought about what you said. About how vampires have got time to start over and time to do things.
Also,
their
her
way.
ears are pointy. The more I look at her, the more I'm aware that she's a vampire.
I'm going back to
They're
America
oh,
too.
that's nice to hear. They're
They
under new
enjoy a
ownership
different
since
kind
the
of
scandal,
therapy.
but they're still pairing people with completely contrast with them. That's interesting. Like, there is a place that does therapy near me. I might, like, it's literally just a walk down the road. I might look into it, but
The law moves slowly.
at least I know
got time.
BetterHelp has something going on, but, like, maybe to be arm's length for a bit, not go all in on it.
Dang, Crimson. A vampire lawyer. Look how world. Kinda sounds like a neat video game.
Anyway,
Vampire
we have
lawyer.
like 10 minutes to finish this game and get this raid out. So let's get a crack on.
No, it doesn't. But I think I can make a difference.
How'd Andy take the news?
He knew it was coming, like he always does. Can't surprise that man. I love him to death, literally. And I'll come back someday. I just need to go my own way for a while.
Dang. Well, this is some big news. When do you think you're leaving?
Figure I'll go with you. I'll need someone to show me the ways of the night anyway.
Ooh, what am I doing?
Shucks, well that sounds mighty fine, Crimson. Might need your help going up against the big corporation my old gang is running.
You got a
Let's
deal,
do it.
cowboy. Don't look now, but dinner's just arrived.
It's Matt Mercer!
Crimson! She is now ein Vampir.
You are one of the night children now? Looks that way. And we're in the mood for a little celebrating. Sam and I are headed to America.
Yeah, Crimson's running with us
Why
now.
would you want to do that?
They do have better network infrastructure.
Yeah.
I suppose that is true. Oh, but we will miss getting our necks beaten by you.
Then maybe we should go to the king room to have a, how you say, vampire orgy.
If you join us in the kink room, we will have a foursome.
That's literally what I just said. It's like I wrote the game, which I promise you I didn't.
Come on, cowboy. We won't be in Germany forever.
Alone at last. My veins throb.
Who gets to bite me?
I'll let you get first pick, Sam.
Oh, who do I... I mean, listen, after all we've said about Matt Mercer, I am absolutely going to end the game by sucking Matt Mercer.
All right, Reinhard, you got nice veins, so bring them on over.
I knew you liked me best, cowboy.
One day this is going to come back to bite me. Like, I'm going to get popular and feature on
That's the
Crit
good
Roll,
stuff.
and then someone's going to pull up this clip.
Spatsy, you give my neck such excellent attention.
Kind of my job, if vampires had jobs.
Und Crimson bites most erotically.
I learned from the best.
I guess I should turn in now. Gotta prepare to give my clients the big news.
You are not getting away so easily, cowboy.
Yeah.
The night is only getting started.
Live a little, Tex.
Crimson
We'll
is
be back
big
in the land
goals,
of
yeah.
Puritan pride before you know it.
Ah, what the hell? You only die once.
Ah, what the hell? You only die once. Time to suck Matt Mercer till he's a dry husk. I need to stop
Good
talking.
evening, Samuel. I believe you are seeing Dr. Drain tonight. Or is it Lord
Wait.
Lourdes?
What?
I sure as heck hope I'm only seeing one client.
Wait. Yeah, I still can't believe Sam and Max are the same, but yeah, no.
I don't know how the doc's gonna take the news that I'm leaving, but I'm sure Lord Lourdes would love to see the back of me.
I believe Lord Lourdes likes to see the back of everyone.
He's a real sumbitch, but you can't say he's picky. I should get my distortions picked. Now let's see.
Oh, so we're going to do one more set of therapies. Interesting. I don't think we're going to have time to do these properly. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's for next time. But the problem is I can't save. So I think I'm going to have to pick and then save. So we're going to go with labeling, always right, control fallacy, and emotional reasoning.
All right, got my chambers loaded up.
Oh, they're going to take a while. They're going to take a while, don't worry. You're just vibing. No, that's entirely fair. We're like, they're going to take a while. Like, it's a whole, like, extra hour or so of getting through 4 clients. So, yeah, they'll take ages. I'll do this next time. Cool. Oh, God, I've just seen the save here with the weird clown. Sure. Oh. Yeah, full set takes like 1 to 2 hours. So that is a nice thing we can do after I get back from TwitchCon. Look forward to that. A whole extra hour of me being called out indeed. You'll be glad to hear that these 2 bottles that were frozen earlier are now body warm. Post TwitchCon therapy. Oh my god, that's what I need to... Someone write that down. That's definitely the stream title. That's absolutely the stream title. Someone write that down. That's really good. I'll pretend it was my idea. Leo's my mod. I'm allowed to rip them off. Right. Excuse me while I drink my tit water. Warm water. Why do they have to do it twice? Because, I don't know, I asked. You can't wait until the rest of the mods see the quotes from today. Oh, God. Yeah, Moss is going to love it. Moss is going to fucking love it. Right, so. Admin, then. Before we send this raid out. Let's do a bit of admin. So. As mentioned, and as you may be able to tell from this, I'm off to TwitchCon. Soon. This in like 2 days? Thursday morning, essentially, I'm going to be getting on a train to head out to TwitchCon. And I'm very much looking forward to it. It's a whole week off, a whole week's holiday for me. I'm so looking forward to it. I can't wait. I may see some people there. I have plans. I have all of the ideas that people threw at me. There is absolutely going to be a channel in the Discord, by the way, that like you can keep up to date with everything I'm doing at TwitchCon, because obviously I won't be able to speak to you here like I would normally. But there's going to be a channel in the Discord, so hashtag join the Discord. If you would like that, there will be a dedicated channel that myself and the others from the community who are going to TwitchCon can post in and chat about what we're doing. I've just seen how red and flushed I look. Right. Anyway. So that's going to be happening. I will not be back now until a week today. A week today will be the next stream. And that is assuming that... Well, no, I'm not going to say that. But yeah, a week today, that will be the next stream. I am going to throw up the very last call for Friday 1st, because this stream is going to end... And I am going to see what the answer is so that I can create a graphic and a plan for next week. So if you really have an opinion, please vote. Otherwise, I just hope you have a really good time. I am going to see you right when we're in the middle of Pride Month. There are some exciting things coming next month. There are some exciting things that I really wish I could talk about. My mods will know... I think my mods will know all of them. My mods will know all of them, but I can't wait to show them to everyone else. Thank you, Leo. That is the raid message. Please grab that raid message. That is our special raid message for raiding through on this TwitchCon EU raid train. Please grab one of those. And I will hopefully see you all really soon. Thank you for hanging out. I forget what I was talking about. Oh yes, fun things coming. We are going to once again be... I'm just checking the time. Yeah, we're still good. I will do. Chill your butthole. Have a nice calm butthole, Leo. Give me like 1 minute. I'm just going to go do my spiel. Right. There is some fun stuff going on. I've got a big announcement to have. It's going to be Pride Month, so we're going to go back and do what we did last year, where we play a bunch of either LGBTQ themed or made games. Very much looking forward to that. I've got my list. It looks like it's going to be a good list. It's going to be a mix of like the really, really happy and invigorating, and also some of the really feely games that are going to make you go, oh, I'm having feelings. So I'm really looking forward to it. It was my favourite last year, and I'm really looking forward to this year. And also, the very first Cosmic Hearts charity campaign is coming in Pride Month, so look out for that. More to come in the future. On that, I will let you all know. Anyway, let's start this raid. Okay. I mean, there was a thing that I was supposed to press, but you know what? Fuck it. Right. Right. Here we go. And now I have to spell it correctly. Which is, it's not that hard, I just don't trust myself. Right, I think we are raiding the right person. Awesome. Okay. Everyone have a fantastic, fantastic time. Look after yourselves. Stay hydrated if you're in a hot place like I am. I am going to chuck it over to the end screen so I can hear them when we raid on in. But until next time, have a lovely, lovely time. Have a fantastic week until I see you next. And I will see you all very, very soon. See you later. And fingers crossed for me at TwitchCon. I have plans. Let's see how they go. I wish I had the button for this. I'm just so bad at this. Like a fucking professional, Litical. Nailed it. Fuck yeah. Titties!